Hello, nerds watching all over the internet. It is Thursday night, August 8th, and we're here for another exciting live edition of Wrestle Rewind. Another great Thursday night to talk about all the wonderful things happening in the world of pro wrestling. We're talking matches, segments, wrestling comebacks, wrestling icons making an appearance, title changes, and more. And guiding you in this journey is your host. I'm Jose Casabona. I'm also the host, the founder, the executive producer, and content manager of the Ravens Flock channel. And on behalf of all of us on this channel, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. And joining behind the camera is the host of the Black Files, my tech partner for Wrestle Wrewind, the man who puts in the hours playing all the videos on this channel every single week. The man who thought about usurping Roman Reigns as the head of the table at some point in his life, Mr. Juan Arauz.
Man, I don't want to be running around with no freaking weird-ass red necklace. What the hell?
You don't want to be the tribal chief?
No, I just don't want to wear that necklace. It looks uncomfortable and spickly and spiky.
Hey,
why would I want that?
Because it's tradition.
It ain't my tradition. Do I look Samoan to your ass? Shut up.
I don't know.
That introduction, Zay. Don't you ever forget the mystery.
I don't know. Give you a little bit of a tan, give you some tattoos here
and
there,
come on.
you know. Also shave a little.
And folks, your ears do not deceive you.
That's right, folks. We have a very special guest tonight joining us to review WWE SummerSlam 2024, which we will get to in a few moments, is the host of Los Amigos Play, a man who's also thought of usurping Roman Reigns and becoming the head of the table, Mr. Angel Mendez.
The only reason I ever want to be the head of the table is because I think Paul Heyman could give me some very good and useful advice in my life. There's a lesson to be said here.
You see? At least Angel's honest about a coup d'etat.
Of course I'm honest. I will never deny my ambitions.
Joseph, he wouldn't lie about that, and I don't want it. What the hell are you even trying to say, you strange moo cow man?
I think that we need to do the important aspect, which is we need to appropriate that table, brother. Brother, I need that table.
Okay, well, before we appropriate any tables here, folks, let's go ahead and get to the usual stuff. So much like all our other shows, folks, we are simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. Hit the subscribe or the follow button on the bottom right corner of your screen. Click the bell icon to enable notifications. Leave your questions and comments below. We'll answer as many as we can. And if you wish to go above and beyond to support the Ravens Flock, then you can become an Inner Flocker. For $4.99 a month, you'll have access to all the perks that comes with our membership, table not included, unfortunately. Juan, tell them.
Well, folks, for all the Inner Flockers we've got in our chat, and I know we have plenty, go ahead and show off those lovely membership badges and custom emojis, letting everyone know that you're here to help rescue the Ravens Flock from the clutch to late-stage capitalism to become full-time YouTube streamers. Since 2013, we've been working hard and staying strong to make your voice our mission, and the only thing standing in our way these days is the fact we have to keep a roof over our heads by working crap jobs that we don't love. But there's an easy answer to that, and it involves your support. All you have to do is spread the word of the Ravens Flock. Tell your friends, your family, the nerds in your life, people who you believe will be culturally enriched by our ingenious silliness, and tell them to subscribe to us, and then nudge them a little bit a few months down the road to tell them to become Inner Flockers. By that point, the more Inner Flockers we have, the more we can unlatch ourselves from the 9-to-5 grind. And
by that point, it will be too late for you to escape.
Exactly. With your help and your continuing support, we can and will succeed. You also get access to members-only content, a special discount to our merch store, link in the description below. And you also get access to us, the Ravens Flock, your favorite Motley Crue nerds, here to make your voice our mission by providing us your thoughts, your feedback, and your ideas to better shape the future of this channel to suit your tastes and needs. So far, we've got Mr. Quake and Lisa Boo talking in the chat. Hey up, folks. Welcome to the show. We appreciate you joining us. But Jose...
Ooh, we're getting some special lore from Mr. Quake. He's Polynesian.
Yeah, I have.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he says I had I had friends from Samoan descent as well. I think Danish and Polynesian for Bionicle. What the fuck?
Bionicle! Wait, the hidden human race where all the Hawaiians sprout from.
Wait, how do we go from Polynesian to Samoans to Bionicle?
I don't know.
Very carefully.
Freaking, cultural cross-pollination is weird, okay?
Yeah.
Zay, why don't you pray tell exactly what is it that you do here, that we do here on Wrestle Rewind?
Well, here on Wrestle Rewind, we review 3 of the most exciting professional wrestling programs in North America today. That is WWE's NXT, AEW Dynamite, and TNA Impact. Now, where we are in the wrestling stratosphere. We've just wrapped up WWE's annual pay-per-view event, SummerSlam. It is in the books. We'll have more on that in just a few moments. And right now, we're now heading on the road to the next big wrestling marquee event in August, which will be AEW's All in London on Sunday. For this one time, let's not crap on it, Juan. We could behave like adults.
We do?
It's going to be great.
We have to be grown-ups.
I am the grown-up. It's the bestest boy. Don't you know that's the bestest boy I am?
AEW All In will be on Sunday, August 25th, back at the Wembley Stadium in London, England.
He fucking ruined Wembley Stadium for me. Jesus Christ. Fucking Queen performed at Wembley Stadium. This motherfucker thinks he can Queen every single year like an idiot. It's not how it works, buddy. You're not
One may have a slight bias against the AEW. Just a slight one.
Just a slight, I think.
Just a smidge.
But that being said, WWE has also wrapped up their TV specials of the Great American Bash, and TNA Impact is also on the road to their next pay-per-view event called Emergence, which will be on Friday, August 30th. Oh. So we're gonna get to more of the work now. That's a lot to take in, especially during the summer, man. And you know what? I gotta say, man, the people over in Cleveland, like, they were there live for SummerSlam. SummerSlam is literally billed the biggest party of the summer.
Yeah, exactly. Like, just imagine how many thousands of people were packed in that stadium, Jose?
Ooh.
How many? Hang on.
There were actually several deaths caused by heat stroke, but they are not allowed to report that. Or Triple H will find them and kill them with his bare hands.
No.
Wait, heat stroke in the... Hang on a minute, Angel. Heat stroke in the Midwest?
Yeah, it was that hot.
All right, so according to the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel, the SummerSlam event was attended by 57,791 people, which was a new record for the stadium.
That's impressive.
That's insane.
Nice.
I tell you, man, WWE fans over at SummerSlam are amazing, and to go through all that wrestling, to go through so many hours of watching all the big shows. They need something more than just beer and food and hype.
And overpriced hot dogs.
I think what we need to match that match that power is that we need an extra dose of energy.
You're damn right.
Energy, you say?
You're damn right.
That's right.
Which is why we at the Ravens Flock are proud to continue being partnered with Glitch Energy. Glitch Energy keeps you running strong all day long, just like the Ravens Flock here, with their specially formulated Smart Energy blend. They keep you running whether it's work or play, with 0 sugars, 0 carbs, 0 calories, and 0 crash. But Angel, why don't you tell us what's the most important thing about Glitch Energy that the fine folks at home need to know?
Well, of course, my friend. While it is certainly useful to have something that gives you energy, hydration, supplements, and vitamins, and all that useful stuff the doctor tells you shouldn't eat apples for, what matters at the end of the day is flavor. Even as children, we once desperately longed for medication that didn't taste like ass. And ladies and gentlemen, now that we are adult, we can afford them, including the good medication. Not only do they have good flavors, they have an enormous, almost triple-digit variety of delicious flavors for you to enjoy. You can put them with your water, your juice, your tea, your milk, anything you want. In fact, very recently, they came up with a new flavor called Yellow Snow. What flavor? What combination was that?
It's tropical lemonade flavor, Angel.
Tropical lemonade. I have just recently actually finished my little tub of blackberry lemonade, and I'm already deciding what flavor I'm going for. I'm deciding between Yellow Snow and the orange, the zombie orange. I'm still deciding.
Yeah, no, you're fine,
the
man.
Orange, zombie flavored one, yeah.
Yeah, no, you're fine, man. But yeah, if you go onto glitchenergy.com, they have a large selection, all different combination flavored blends for you to choose from. And there's one flavor for, and there's one blend there's a flavor for everybody. And if you go onto their website and use our promo code FlockFuel, you'll receive a 20% discount on your order.
You know that we wouldn't steer you guys wrong here. We at the Ravens Flock are very proud to be partnered with Glitch Energy, not only because these guys hooked us up with a nice little discount code for you, but the fact is we enjoy this stuff. And if we like it, we're pretty sure that we're going to like it too. So don't delay. You've got no excuse at this point. Go to glitchenergy.com and use our promo code FlockFuel to get 20% off your order today.
Now, we like to thank Glitch Energy. We like to thank Glitch Energy for partnering with the Ravens Flock. Dear Glitch, Juan wrote you, but you still ain't call him.
I left my cell, my pager, and my home phone at the bottom. I sent
Oh,
all
dear
of
God.
my request for neon sugar at the bottom. You must not have got them. There must have been a problem at the post office or something.
Yeah, well, that's why you got the Karen tears, right?
I hate you.
Can you imagine somebody out there actively desiring a tub of Karen tears and
Yo.
they get the neon sugar instead?
Actually, Angel, you know what? I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm not mad about the Karen tears anymore. I was more bemused at the fact that they sent that to me instead of the neon sugar. But the sour grape flavoring was really, really tasty. It kept me sane all day today when I ran out of coffee. So I started my day with a nice, strong dose of Karen tears, and lo and behold, I'm still awake, alive, and kicking, and I ain't fussing.
That's right.
So it became a case of jokes on you. I'm into this shit now.
Exactly. So, I turned a negative into a positive.
Unfortunately, there are certain Samoans who are not into the Karen, who are definitely feeling the sour grapes after last weekend, and we're going to get into it right now. Juan, ring that bell.
Don't mind if I do.
Folks, we're going to start the review off by talking about this year's WWE SummerSlam, which is over in Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah.
That's right. And the main and the SummerSlam pay-per-view event was headlined with this biggest main event match that has been hyped. One of many awesome matches to cap off the show, and it is a one-on-one match for the WWE's Undisputed Championship as the self-proclaimed head of the table, the usurper king here, Solo Sikoa, goes one-on-one against the undisputed WWE Champion.
Cody Rhodes was actually signing with Pharaoh, and Pharaoh had to retire after this because Pharaoh's a 13-year-old doggy, but he's a good boy, and he's going to be sticking around with Cody Rhodes. And also, Cody was actually re-eaten by Arn Anderson in the back with some very vague messaging, but at the same time, we really didn't know what was going on. And Cody was acting like he didn't know that that Arn Anderson wasn't there, even though he was probably traveling him in the same bus and drinking out all of his Wheatley vodka. Cody Rhodes.
Damn it! Arn Anderson didn't give him the freaking Glock promo.
You can't
I
do
know,
Glock
what the hell?
promos in WWE. Besides, like, Call of Duty already has a special promo with WWE skins where you can play as Cody Rhodes, Rhea Ripley, and Rey Mysterio. Cody's got his Glocks. He's fine.
Oh my god.
If he doesn't show up in Fortnite with Glocks, that's what'll be surprising.
Oh my god.
Is Cody Rhodes in Fortnite? Now I gotta find out later.
No, he's not. But,
no, he's not. He's in Call of Duty. If you want,
I'm a little surprised they wouldn't put him on Fortnite at this point because
You know,
you think he would be there.
Angel, if you want to play an American Patriot wrestler shooting down terrorists.
I mean, that's always fun, but if I wanted to do that, I would just go play Vanquish again.
But would you be playing as Cody Rhodes?
Okay, listen, I had the PC version. I can just mod some shit right now.
All right.
Point in case is, Solo Sikoa has been making a name for himself ever since he usurped the throne from his previous defeated and disgraced chief, the once legendary and often acknowledged Roman Reigns. Now, obviously, not everybody was happy with his position. Most of all, the advisor, Paul Heyman, who defied him one too many times and was effectively removed from the table. But, gentlemen, have you ever studied history?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, maybe this is just me, but it happens to be that every time that a king throws away his advisor, the kingdom ends up in dire straits.
Oh, yes, that's right. And Angel is not wrong. With the Wish.com version of the Bloodline running rampant on SmackDown, Cody Rhodes has had enough of their shenanigans and has challenged Solo Sikoa to SummerSlam under Bloodline rules.
Hold on, fucking Cody. What the fuck? Y'all were talking about Roman Reigns because his throne was usurped. My brain is so hiccupy. I need more glitch.
Are you okay?
So wait a minute. You're telling me that Cody was the one who asked for Bloodline rules?
Actually, no. Solo Sikoa was the one.
Of course he did.
Yes, of course he did. Because it's Solo.
Because Solo's a little bitch.
Because Solo has something to prove. He's got big shoes to fill. He's got a huge chip on his shoulder.
All right, well...
Wait a minute, but Bloodline rules means that anything goes, right?
Yes.
Anything goes, and any member of the Bloodline can jump in the fray when they want to.
But that only proves that he's a punk-ass bitch. Like, really? You can't even do it yourself?
True, but then again, this is nothing new to the Bloodline. Roman Reigns was contesting under Bloodline rules all the damn time, and even when he wasn't, the Bloodline was interfering for him anyways.
That's right.
Maybe that's the reason why he was beaten. A king that could not trust his own court. A king that could not believe in his own soldiers. And now we have a king who thinks that he's too important for his own court.
Yeah, I know, right? But let's go ahead and get into the match. The show opens up with Cody Rhodes and Solo Sikoa immediately off the bat, nonstop action for the first couple of minutes. And Cody Rhodes is a huge ball of fire, immediately overthrowing the de facto tribal chief with an array of offense, including this. Including this awesome springboard roundhouse kick, knocking off Solo Sikoa from the ring apron.
Wait, that was a roundhouse kick? That looked like a drop kick. You mean to tell me, like, what, did he fucking, like, springboard off and, like freaking Eddie Gordo fucking spin kick on Solo's ass here?
Yes, that's exactly it.
Yeah. The camera didn't catch it very well, but yeah, you can see Cody actively using both the momentum and the gravity of his fall. So it looks like he gently graces it, but if you look at it from the other angle, he is applying his entire foot to the side of Solo's face. You heard the smack.
Exactly. He hit him with a springboard roundhouse and a suicide dive through the ropes to start things off to get the crowd on their feet as Cody Rhodes takes the early advantage in this match. But of course, Solo Sikoa is no slouch. He was able to stop Cody Rhodes in the middle of the match. He was able to lay him out with the spinning solo, the spinning Uranagi slam, planting him in the middle of the mat.
Ow, shit. Oh. Yeah, you could actually see Cody's face like. Actually, look at his fucking face there. He's like, actually, like, oh boy, I might actually have a problem here.
Wait a second. Is this? It tastes his own blood. Is this a challenge?
Is this a challenge?
By this point, Cody Rhodes is in all sorts of trouble. Solo Sikoa actually planted Cody over in the corner upside down, and he hit Cody with two running headbutts, but failed to hit the third one. And then Cody Rhodes is able to mount a comeback during this match. He was trying to hit him with the crossroads. He got one crossroads in on Solo Sikoa, but then what's up, Juan?
Oh no, you go ahead.
But then remember, kids, Bloodline rules.
Translation: bitch made.
So here comes Tama Tonga and Tongaloa.
The former Gorillas of Destiny laid out Cody Rhodes. And I didn't get a picture of this really bad miscalculation, but there was a point where Tama Tonga, he pushed Cody to the corner, but it looked like he kind of fumbled and he tried to shove him to the turnbuckle, but missed the turnbuckle until he eventually got him. What the hell are you doing, Tongaloa?
He missed it. He actually, I swear to God, that dude was so rabid, he was blind with fury because he was running full sprint and he genuinely missed Cody by half a foot.
Man, it's embarrassing that you already know that you already showed us how you don't know how to hit people in the nuts, but missing a turnbuckle? Really?
It's planted right there, and if you miss that one, there are three others.
Come on.
That's what happens when you hire thugs instead of wrestlers.
Yeah, seriously, man. Missing a turnbuckle? The turnbuckle is right in front of you. It's about as obvious as Cody's foot to your face.
Oh, speaking of which, was Cody good in his face?
No, but Cody does have friends, as Arn Anderson said, because
Arn Anderson was actually talking to him. I just heard a bunch of mumbling about very cryptic shit, but you said he has friends?
That's right. Cody Rhodes' friends came into the action as Randy Orton laid out Tongaloa with the RKO
from
out of nowhere.
Noah!
And Kevin Owens laid out Tama Tonga with a Swanton Bomb.
Okay, that
was pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie.
You gotta remember, a Swanton Bomb was invented by Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy on his heaviest is what? 230 pounds, maybe?
225.
225 even. Even I overshot. Fucking Kevin Owens is a what? 280-pound mass of meat and rage and strange Canadian...
No. He's 260.
Okay,
Jesus.
260.
That's a fridge made entirely of meat.
Exactly. That's a French-Canadian fridge that just fell on you. You want that? I don't.
Man, what a weird timeline we're living in. Kevin Owens can nail a Swanton Bomb better than Jeff Hardy can.
I know.
Well, the times are changing. WWE is making good decisions for a change.
Yep.
So weird.
So Tama Tonga and Tongaloa, they've been dispatched. So Cody Rhodes can finally focus on Solo Sikoa and then he gets speared after nailing a few shots with the steel steps.
Ow.
Unfortunately, things are not looking too good for Cody because he took a massive beatdown from the Thugs before he actually could get it together. And there is a brief moment that, despite the fact that he grabbed the stairs and proceeded to remodel Solo Sikoa's face with them, eventually his stamina begins to flag out. And there is a terrible moment when it looks like this is it. He is literally a corner, and Solo Sikoa is charging the finisher move. And then the boss music starts playing.
Well, no, the boss music doesn't play yet. Cody Rhodes was able to dodge the Samoan spike, and he tries to go for another crossroads, but then he's flanked by another member of the bloodline, the Samoan Wolf, Jacob Fatu.
Oh yeah, I forgot he was there.
Jacob Fatu lays out Cody Rhodes in the middle of the ring with a diving moonsault, and then later Jacob Fatu splashes Cody through the announce table.
Also, apparently, that giant dive, Jacob Fatu kind of hurt his foot.
Well, no, actually, no. I've got some details on that. According to PW Insider, sources from WWE spoke to them that apparently, no, he's not legitimately injured. Jacob Fatu was only selling the foot injury so that he doesn't get in the ring with Roman Reigns because that confrontation is.
Spoiler.
Damn it! I got caught in my own blah.
Spoiler!
Sorry. I mean, so Dean Ambrose.
Oh, shut up.
All right, with everyone laid out, then the boss music hits. But not... The fans of Cleveland, Ohio were treated to the return of the one tribal chief, or
one true chief.
The OTC, Roman Reigns.
What an extraordinary comeback. The crowd lost their goddamn shit. I mean, let's not lie to ourselves. We knew he was going to come back eventually. Nobody expected him to come back here, just as nobody expected him to take a running jump right into the arena, and before the eyes of the amazed spectators, he goes for Solo Sikoa.
That's right. First of all, I want to say, the remixed version of his entrance theme, I don't know. I wasn't feeling it, number one. Number two.
Okay.
Yeah, no. Roman Reigns got, he took his time, he walked it down, and then he went straight into the ring, and he hit Solo Sikoa with a Superman punch, and then as Solo Sikoa got back up, the fans were chanting with him, "Ooh-ah!" as Roman hits him with a spear.
Beautiful. It was hysterical. You got to remember something. For over 3 years, Roman Reigns was throwing his paranoia and his weight around as the tribal chief and the dominant leader of the bloodline and one of the most dominant WWE champions of all time with a title reign of over 1,000 days. But the problem of it is, folks were really, really not into him for that because he was being a psychotic asshole over it. And yet here he comes charging in on Cleveland, Ohio, and tackles the shit out of his own cousin, Solo Sikoa, because let's face it, we might not be all that hyped up about Roman, but we definitely sure as shit don't like Solo any better.
Actually,
ouch.
The fans did cheer for Roman. They were happy that Roman returned. WWE's big experiment of getting Roman Reigns over as the top good guy actually worked after 10 years of trying!
And all it took was
wow.
for him to be a psychotic.
It took a whole decade, but they finally acknowledged him?
Yeah, well, the fans are finally acknowledging him, yeah.
Now,
when you force people to do it, they don't want to. But when you put the people in a situation where they have no other choice but to cheer for you, what are they going to do?
Exactly.
They're going to cheer.
Now,
exactly.
After that, Roman Reigns had a very fierce stare down with Cody Rhodes, and Cody Rhodes was able to get back on his feet. He picked up the carcass of Solo Sikoa and laid him out with the crossroads to pin and retain. Your winner, and still the undisputed WWE Champion, Johnny!
Looked like he was going to be out, but at the same time, we had no idea the Roman was coming back, and he was cheering for him, but I'm cheering for him now, and everything's really got bigger, so we don't know what he's going to say next. Cody Rhodes.
There was a terrible moment there when we thought Roman Reigns, after laying out Sikoa, was about to turn on Cody, but no. You see him very deliberately walk away from the arena, step out of the ring, and he keeps walking away while looking at Cody as he claimed his prize. Almost as if to say, nobody beats you but me. Nobody takes that belt from you but me. I am the Vegeta here.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
No, not really. The enemy of my enemy is still my enemy, but right now my enemy is my enemy, so I'm gonna take on my enemy, and if that helps my enemy when I beat my enemy, then fine. I'll deal with my enemy when the time's right, but first I'm gonna deal with my enemy.
Well, now hang on a minute,
I'm telling
Juan.
you, man.
Wait, I think I need why does my brain smell like bacon?
Well, hang on a minute,
Yeah.
Juan. Why don't we come to a compromise and let's call each other frenemies?
Frenemy.
Frenemy works.
Yeah, frenemy works.
Okay.
See,
One
not
acknowledge-
unlike the death of Harambe, the expulsion of Paul Heyman signaled the beginning of the end of Solo Sikoa's reign. If you throw away the guy who has been with the family for years, literally advising you on what to do, well, you're just asking for the feet to follow in your footsteps at that point.
Absolutely. And you know what? This is so amazing. Like the storyline of the story of the bloodline has been one of the greatest, most compelling stories that WWE has come up with in years. And the confrontation that's going to come between Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa when they square up and go one-on-one, it's going to be amazing. Now, my only number one concern is with the return of Roman Reigns, I hope that Roman Reigns is like new, like babyface turn, like as the top guy, like doesn't overshadow Cody at the WWE champion.
I don't think that's going to be a problem. Folks know that Cody's still the top man. That's not going to be an issue. The issue is what are we going to do when we're forced to cheer? Like who are we going to cheer for? Are we going to cheer for Roman, the conquering returning hero and the one tribal chief? Or are we going to cheer for the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes? Something's going to give at that point.
Well, that's going to...
Angel gave his interpretation of the little stare down between Roman and Cody. I gave mine of theirs, which was a little bit different, is simply saying, as if he was looking at Cody and saying, I'll deal with you when the time comes. Right now, I'm taking out the trash.
Yes, that is true. A third match has to happen. Cody and Roman have to run it back sooner or later. But for right now, yeah, no, there are some bad apples on the table that Roman's got to take out.
This is kind of funny because this is not really a face. It's pretty clear that Roman is still just as self-centered as he was before. It's less of a face turn and more like Eminem's "Now this looks like a job for me" song.
Would you say anti-hero or anti-villain?
I would say anti-villain in that he's doing an arguably good thing for his own self-centered purposes. And more importantly, there is a certain evilness in his actions when you think about it. You couldn't have won on your own, Cody. You only won because I was there to save you. He's trying to tell his fans that their hero is not quite as invincible as he seems. Then again, he didn't know a thing or two about that.
Yeah, exactly. Seriously.
One could say that you will have to acknowledge his contribution.
Oh! Wait, hang on a minute. Juan, you don't have to do that.
Oh no, I'm doing the thing. Don't worry.
You don't.
No, this is just for me.
Okay, fine. All right. Well, anyway, so
Let's get into the chat
overall,
real quick
all right, let's go into the chat.
Yeah, so let's get into the chat before we go into the rest of SummerSlam over here. Mr. Geek Me Out is in the chat. Hey up, Mr. Geek Me Out, and so is Vicente Guerrero. Welcome, guys, to Wrestle Rewind.
Yay!
Now saying that Missy Hyatt and Brutus the Barber Beefcake will be at Tampa Bay Comic Con. Yay, that's
Cool.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah, we already got that. Vicente Guerrero, yo, for Eva's Flock, I'm a little late, but I'm here. And hi to Mr. Quake. Not bad, other than the 109-degree heat. Happy I did not waste $80 on a boxing pay-per-view last week. SummerSlam looked like it was fun. I wait till the
It
day-
was.
Yeah, it was. It was a hell of a blast. Braun Breaker defeated Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental Championship.
Gunther and Damian Priest had an amazing one-on-one match for the World Heavyweight title, where Gunther won.
With some interference from Finn Balor, of all people, betraying his buddy in the Judgment Day. And speaking of
Lots of betrayals going on in this show, actually, when you think about it.
Speaking of betrayals, Liv Morgan retained the Women's World Championship against Rhea Ripley after
Shit!
after Dirty Dominic Mysterio betrayed his mommy and is now going with this hussy, this trollop, this usurper, this charlatan.
No, listen. The fault is not on her.
Jezebel.
Listen, the fault is not on Liv. The fault is on Dirty Dominic, that porn-stashed motherfucker.
How dare he?
So let me see if I get this straight. Two incredibly hot girls go after one shitty-looking dude, and he arguably dumps the best option so he can get with the goddamn, high school never ends, does it?
No, it doesn't, damn it. Dirty Dom never grew up.
No, of course he didn't. And just like any child that doesn't grow up, he's incredibly ungrateful to his mom.
And of course, let's not forget CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre. That had a lot going on.
With the special guest referee of Seth freaking Rollins.
Oh my god. I thought they told a really good story with Punk versus McIntyre.
When you think about it, putting Seth Rollins in the ring was the worst mistake both of them could have made. Because only what I've taken is the first one to piss off the ref is the one who's going to lose.
And yet, that wasn't even what ended up being the case. They CM Punk got clocked out, and Seth didn't even really want to finish the 3 count, but he had no choice but to give the win to Drew McIntyre. But of course, there's also one person that we're very thankful lost his championship, as Logan goddamn fucking Paul was defeated soundly and thoroughly by L.A. Knight.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Logan. Now,
LA Knight is the only man that can literally break into your home, steal food from your fridge, steal your car, vandalize it, and still have people cheer for him compared to you. And I want you to think about how unlikable you have to be, because in any other occasion, LA Knight would be the heel. But people fucking love LA Knight.
Exactly. And of course, we'll have more on Logan Paul this Saturday on the Ravens Flock.
Because let's not lie to ourselves, folks. The only reason why, our own personal interest with the Logan Paul and LA Knight storyline wasn't as heated as it should have been is because we know the horse shit that Logan Paul actually gets away with, or is trying to get away with. And let's not kid ourselves. That material is what LA Knight should be throwing at him.
Exactly. But now for this week, let's go ahead and get to the actual review. Let's go ahead and review Night 2 of WWE's NXT's TV special event, The Great American Bash. That's right. This is the second week that NXT is airing on the Sci-Fi Channel, so next week they'll return back to the USA Network. And
I don't know what they're calling it, the Sci-Fi Channel. This shit is real as fuck.
It's just a change of venue for 2 weeks due to the Olympics.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
It's the Olympics.
Fucking Olympics ruining everything for everybody. I don't care about the Olympics. I just saw LA Knight grab Logan Paul and introduce his head to the ground with the force of the meteor that killed the dinosaurs.
It was a beautiful sight to behold.
I know.
It was in fact quite beautiful. Also, you know what? Because fair is fair. I will give props to Logan Paul for that incredibly lunar salt that took LA Knight down for a solid 30 seconds, which was only followed by LA Knight grabbing him and doing a no, it wasn't a power bomb. It was a suplex from the top rope, and it was fucking beautiful. The crowd lost their goddamn minds.
Absolutely.
God, I fucking love it. Fuck you, Logan.
All right.
Yeah!
Let's save that. Let's save the Logan hate energy for Saturday, guys. All right. Now, let's go ahead and start with the opening match of NXT's The Great American Bash. Juancho, play us up as Trick Williams goes one-on-one against a bruiserweight, Pete Dunne.
Okay, this one is
Pete
badass.
Dunne.
Yes, you gotta understand, Pete Dunne, the bruiserweight, when NXT was running in the UK, he was how many fucking times the NXT UK champion?
He was the second longest reigning NXT UK champion.
Fuck yeah, and Trick Williams obviously was just recently NXT champion himself until fucking All Ego Ethan Page fucking literally stumbled into winning the title away from him.
Shut up! He won it fair and square. He beat 3 guys.
He didn't do shit. He got knocked out, and he ended up pinning what's his face without even realizing that he pinned him. That doesn't even fucking work. That doesn't make any sense.
Some might call it cheating. Some might call it pragmatism.
Yeah, I pragmatically got my ass kicked and I won by default, sure.
So for the past couple of weeks...
Listen, when the war is over, the last soldier standing is the one that wins.
Oh,
even if the entire country is a hole in the ground.
So, for the past couple of weeks, Trick Williams has been all out of sorts after losing the NXT title. He's been trying to get back into the game. He's been trying to seek advice, seek counsel. He didn't exactly listen to Pete Dunne when Pete Dunne tried to advise him, and now Pete Dunne is laying in some serious hurt onto the former NXT champion.
Like, you're gonna take my advice if I have to beat it into you.
And Pete Dunne, he is no stranger to punishing his opponents. Like, the things that he does in the ring, like, he will grab your freaking fingers and he will bend it backwards in many different ways that is inhuman!
Oh, joint manipulation. No, fuck, ow, no, ah. Oh,
Some people are just born beasts.
I'm butthole clenching as I speak. What the fuck, Jose? Why would you do that to me?
Because it needs to be done, Juancho. You need to feel this. Just like Trick Williams needed to feel this pain.
I don't need to feel this. Nobody needed this. Why would you do that?
Listen.
It's called immersive storytelling.
Exactly. And during this chaos, of course, Pete Dunne continued his assault on Trick Williams, keeping him grounded in the middle of the ring while working over the joints, working over the arm, pretty much just keeping him down, keeping him grounded, until Trick Williams was able to fire back. He was able to hit his comeback with a fastball punch. We even had a brilliant spot where he did an avalanche flapjack from the second rope, which was awesome.
Shit, that's freaking insane. Like, okay, like, actually, like, flopping him down?
Yes, avalanche flapjack. So.
I thought we were talking like the Alabama Slam where you
no.
him over and like.
No.
Okay, no, flapjacking, right?
Then where he lands face first. Yeah.
Right. Ow, fuck.
Yep.
That's almost worse. Landing face first. What?
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy. All right, tell us the rest of the match. Come on.
Yeah, no. In the final seconds here, Trick Williams was able to escape from Pete Dunne's first attempt of the bitter end. He tries to go for the running trick knee, accidentally runs his knee to the turnbuckle. Pete Dunne was able to grab Trick Williams, hit the bitter end to pin and win. Your winner, Pete Dunne.
Oh,
wow.
What
a turnout.
Trick Williams has been defeated one-on-one.
Oh man, you gotta believe that's gonna fucking mess with his self-esteem after this. And like, hopefully, Trick Williams isn't so proud and so vain that he won't actually like take it afterwards and like, okay, no, you know what? I fucking understand what you were trying to do, Pete. Like you beat me fair and square in the ring. But that just goes to show me that I need to fucking get my head straight if I want to be back on top. Thanks, I appreciate it. But no, I'm pretty sure this just means that Trick Williams is gonna have an axe to grind with Pete now.
Yeah, well,
he kind of tried to run him over in the parking lot like that time.
Fuck.
You're almost right, Angel, because later in the evening there was a backstage footage of Trick Williams and Pete Dunne brawling near the exit of the building, and the officials tried to break them up.
I love it when the beef goes beyond the ring. I'm sorry, can you guys refresh my memory? What was that one match when one wrestler literally got into his car and ran over the other one in the parking lot?
That's a very good question. There's a lot of instances where that happened, right, Juan?
Because, dude, I love it when the wrestlers just go, fuck it, this is no longer a sport, this is now a blood feud. A literal one, as if I'm feuding and I want your blood on the floor.
Well, there's been many examples of it over the years. Stone Cold Steve Austin got run over by a wrestler in the car back in 1999.
That's the one, I think.
Yep. AEW's Double or Nothing in 2020 had, I think it was either Hangman Adam Page or Matt Hardy. They were driving a golf cart and they hit Sammy Guevara.
Damn. I never saw the golf cart one, but I do remember seeing the forklift one.
Oh, God!
Oh, God!
Oh, God!
Fuck. Oh no, Survivor Series 2000.
Stone Cold Steve Austin was operating a forklift.
And Triple H was inside a car. Stone Cold grabs the car with the forklift and flips the car over with Triple H inside. That was so fun.
Murder! Vehicular manslaughter.
No, vehicular
Listen,
homicide.
if it's entertainment, if it's entertaining, it doesn't count. If it's fun enough, you don't have to report it to the cops.
And you have you have the fucking thing of, like, you wave away your life and these fucking things if anything happens during the event.
Oh, yeah,
so, there's that.
There's
What cops? They're not going to fucking get you on that.
All right, now let's go ahead and move on. Now, my pick for the exciting match of the Great American Bash actually comes twofold. First of all, we're going to talk about the really exciting one that fans love, involving a a very popular wrestler. You know, he's currently trending right now. He's trending worldwide.
You serious? Are we talking about the man who's only 252 pounds of pure motivation?
Yeah, you know, he hails from Scotland, but, you know, he's beloved in different countries.
And he's beloved in London and Paris and Tokyo, America.
I have it on
Scotland,
good faith
Mexico.
that you should, in fact, be a great believer of him. Is he doing like a cult thing?
I'm trying to remember his name. It's off the tip of my tongue.
Here's the thing. If you say his name, he appears. Okay?
Oh, shit. I'm not sure I'm dressed for the occasion.
Oh, I know who it is. Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Coffey.
What?
What the fuck did you just say? I will throw this glitch revive at you. I swear to God.
That's right.
Oh, God.
The legendary supermodel ass-looking wrestler himself. The man who is so charismatic that he can make his own theme song. The legendary.
You're in a room with friends, okay?
More importantly, you're in a room with Joe Henry.
That's right. Joe Hendry goes one-on-one against Joe Coffey.
From the bad guy Scottish group Gallus.
The good Scotsman versus the bad Scotsman. The battle of the Joes. Blonde versus messy hair.
Like charismatic, nice little stubbly beard versus what the fuck is that mustache? No, what is that? Look at this. What the fuck is that? What is
that? Wasn't released.
I don't know, but
it escaped.
I don't know,
Trick
but
Seven's gonna sue somebody, Jose.
I don't know, but I think Captain Jack Sparrow is yelling from the Disney movies to trim that straggly mustache.
No, I don't fucking know, man. Look,
hang him with the rafters, walk the plank, and trim that scraggly beard.
Shoot him and cut out his tongue, and then shoot his tongue and trim that scraggly beard.
But that being said, Joe Hendry versus Joe Coffey, an incredible one-on-one match. Joe Hendry started off, of course, with cutting his babyface promo before the match. And
no, are you sure he did, Jose? He didn't cut any promo. He didn't cut anything.
Oh yeah, you're right.
You know what
he went straight for the action.
No, Joe Hendry did his fucking thing. It looked like he had his microphone in hand, looking like he was going to begin a promo. But he just jumped out of the ring and dived down onto Gallus on the outside. Just like, no, fuck it.
He just yeeted himself to Gallus.
It was fucking
I just want this man to die now.
Exactly. It's like, it was just like, you know what? I'm not even going to wait. I got nothing to say to you guys. I got nothing hilarious or mimetic for you. I'm just gonna throw me at you.
Exactly. Joe Hendry, after throwing his own motherfucking self at Gallus, he then goes back into the ring, goes to work on Joe Coffey. An incredible bout. When we get back from commercial break, of course, the numbers game gets the better of Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry finds himself backed into a corner, 3 against 1, and with the referee's back turned, now the members of Gallus, Wolfgang and Mark Coffey, they have a steel chair in hand, and it looks like things are running dire for our favorite Scotsman. But
for our local hero. The prestigious one himself.
But Joe Hendry remembers he's smarter than the 3 brawling brutish bastards. So, in an incredible turn of events, Joe Hendry, he throws the chair at one of the members of Gallus. One of the members catches the chair, and then Joe Hendry throws himself onto the announce table, and the referee sees it, and lo and behold, the referee thought that Gallus assaulted Joe Hendry and ejected them from ringside.
Are you serious?
He pulled the Eddie Guerrero special! Yeah!
Oh my God, that's amazing.
He may not be Mexican-American, but he's definitely part of the raza right there, son. Órale. Este loco gringo here.
Yeah, that's right, and Joe Hendry got back on the ring and made quick work of Joe Coffey. In the final seconds, he lays him out with the standing ovation to pin and win. Your winner,
what the hell?
Standing tall, Joe Hendry.
Okay, first off, bullshit. And second, I gotta give props to Joe. I'm actually looking at the match right now as we speak. For a dude that big, Joe Hendry is surprisingly fast.
Right? Yeah, like Joe Hendry is scary in his movement, but you got to remember he started out, I believe, more along cruiserweight lines here. He's only 231 pounds, and he's 6'2". He's got a nice, big, hefty, muscly build, but like he's got a much lighter weight than his frame actually suggests. So yeah, he flies around like a motherfucker.
Well, he has been working out like crazy. According to news sources, WWE has allowed him to train with the wrestlers over at the WWE Performance Center.
This is
Huh.
how you know that the WWE definitely believes.
And speaking of
Wait a second. Are you telling me that Henry went on a training arc? Like a fucking shonen protagonist?
Yeah, let's call it that, sure.
I mean,
So
like,
we have to believe in him now because he's literally a protagonist. He even looks like a main character.
Now-
Oh shit, he does.
Now, that being said, after the match, there was an impromptu interview to which Joe Hendry states that this is not a one-and-done deal. He may be from TNA, but he's going to be showing up in WWE a lot more. This ride ain't over yet.
Nice.
Yay!
I look forward to seeing what he does. Honestly, between him and LA Knight and some of the new faces coming in, I am really liking this new, I won't say if I can call it a new generation, but this new tier of bombastic, over-the-top wrestlers that just chew the scenery with such relish.
Let's take a look in the chat real quick over here. Let's see here. Pete, Mr. Quake was saying, Pete Dunne is meh. Trick Williams was hurt by Mello. Luke Roman was with Seth Rollins. Let's see. Vicente Guerrero, Pete Dunne bending fingers back could mean he watched some Marty Skrull matches.
Let's not talk about him.
Yeah, let's see here. Triple H's last words to Stone Cold before the car dropped. I'm sorry. Holy shit, I'm sorry. Holy shit! Smash.
Yeah.
And yeah, Joe Hendry, baby.
Yay.
Let's see. Gallus Pub Boys, Joe Hendry NXT 2.0 vibes. Yo, Mr. Quick, let's not go and fucking insult Joe Hendry like
No.
All right,
Come
NXT
on now.
2.0 was a failed experiment. Come on.
I
man.
like Vicente Guerrero. Joe Coffey, trim that mustache before the crowd starts throwing boxes of donuts at you.
Exactly. It's starting to smell like bacon.
Ah.
And Mr. Quick is over here like Dominic Mysterio is living the dream. No, he was living the dream when he had his
He
mommy.
just threw it
He
away.
just threw it away, and now he's in a freaking ketamine trip.
Yeah,
All
you
right?
you two-timing port stash slut.
Exactly. I bet you that she does. I bet you that instead of getting you nice, fresh chicken tendies with the ranch dressing like he wants, fucking what's her face, Liv Morgan, fucking throws like microwaved chicken nuggets, and she gives it to him bone dry. She doesn't give you any fucking dipping sauce.
Yeah, no, and yeah, no. Like I said, this was awesome, and like I said, my pick for the exciting match is twofold because there was a match that preceded before Joe Hendry versus Joe Coffey, and this is a one-on-one match for the NXT Championship as the defending champion. All Ego Ethan Page defends his title one-on-one against Oro Mensah, representing the Meta-4.
Oh yeah, no. These guys have been at it for a while. Listen, Oro Mensah has been jumping Ethan Page pretty much since Ethan Page showed up, jumping away from AEW and coming to NXT, because Ethan Page had made his impact by picking out Noam Dar, who's the leader of the Meta-4, and ever since then, Oro Mensah has been basically taking every opportunity to attack this guy from behind and try to beat him within an inch of his life, whether there was a match involved or not.
Yeah, now for the past couple of weeks, Oro Mensah has been playing mind games with the NXT champion because Ethan Page has a very fragile ego. See, like
his name is all Ego Ethan Page.
Yep. Oro Mensah has been beating up Ethan Page in the past couple of weeks and pinning him in the middle of the ring, not officially, of course, but pretty much making a point that he can and will beat Ethan Page for the title, and that's been messing with Ethan Page right here in the head, you know what I mean?
You know what that reminds me of?
Hey.
There was an issue of the X-Men that shows that Wolverine doesn't celebrate his birthday because every year his big brother Beast Sabretooth hunts him down, beats the shit out of him, and leaves him to live, as if to say, I can kill you whenever I want to, but I won't.
Also, happy birthday, Runt.
Happy birthday!
Yeah, Sabretooth is basically the big brother bully taken to the absolute extreme.
Isn't that the same? Isn't that almost similar as to that one fucking thing that Thanos does? He picks on this one dude every year for his entire life.
Honestly, the fact that one dude hasn't committed Sudoku yet is a miracle.
But that
Take it seriously.
But that being said, getting to the match. So Ethan Page versus Oro Mensah. These two square up. Oro Mensah immediately jumping Ethan Page right off the bat, hitting him with a variety of offenses in the ring and outside of the ring. And then when we get back from commercial break, the fight continues on as Ethan and Oro Mensah take the fight over to ringside, and they brawl over at ringside, and then they eventually brawl over at the stage at the referee's discretion, of course. And then Ethan Page commits a sin against nature. He commits a very violent crime, Angel. See,
What do you do?
see,
Take
listen.
a look at your screen, Angel. I know you're watching the stream.
See, you see that table full of delicious
Yeah.
food?
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
No.
Yes.
No!
Ethan Page destroyed it by suplexing Oro Mensah through the table.
No!
I don't care who this man is. Public execution. Now.
Look at all that food, man. There's burgers, there's hot dogs, there's probably cupcakes in there.
There's
What is-
pies. I
There's
see the
pies. What is wrong with you?
There are starving wrestlers in Africa, you monster.
Well, I'm pretty sure that Ethan Page really couldn't care less about that, considering the motherfucker is Canadian after all.
You know what? Screw you,
Oh,
Ethan
that
Page.
is
You're not
crazy.
going to the cookout next year.
You're never invited to the cookout.
He does not get invited to... His ass is not invited to the cookout.
Cody Rhodes has the official, he is the second white guy in all of human history to get the official N-word lifetime pass after Eminem did. And just like Eminem, Cody Rhodes never uses it. Cody Rhodes
He
also
doesn't
has
need
a
to.
lifetime invitation to the cookouts. All of the cookouts.
Well, that's cool.
Well, he has to because he's super American. The moment he shows up, your burgers mysteriously double in size.
Maybe we were wrong. Maybe Cody Rhodes was the real American all along. He was definitely smarter than Hulk Hogan.
You better believe that, brother.
But
He
that being,
was a real American.
but that being said, the fight then continues back into the ring, and Ethan Page lays Oro Mensah out with a DDT, but was only able to get a two count.
Wait, was Mr. Quake right over here, Jose? He said that Page used ketchup on Oro Mensah.
No, I didn't.
No?
No, I didn't see that.
Sure? No?
No.
Ah, man, that would have been funny.
That would have
Also
been-
fucked up.
That would have been funny, but that didn't happen. But Oro Mensah did try to hit a fiery comeback, and it looked like he had this match won until Ethan Page knocks him down with a running bicycle kick and before hitting him with the Ego's Edge to pin and retain. Your winner, and still the NXT champion, all ego, Ethan Page.
Ow. fuck.
Damn.
Say what you want about the
I guess the eagle wasn't just for show that time.
Say what you want about the mind games that Oro Mensah was playing. They got under his skin, but some fucking how Ethan Page managed to eke out a win and hold and retain the championship here. So big ups to that, I suppose.
Okay, but listen, the real tragedy was the food, okay?
I know.
Yes.
We can never forgive this monster.
Never forgive the goddamn Canadians once again ruining everything for everybody.
God damn it, man.
Don't invite this son of a bitch to a buffet, okay?
No, don't put that evil on him, Ricky Bobby.
Look, there are good Canadians who save their country's reputation, like Celine Dion and Ryan Reynolds and our sister It's Kim. They're excellent Canadian peoples.
What about Wolverine?
Him too?
Wolverine is... I mean, he's like 200 years old.
So
Does he count if he was around before the invention of Canada?
He counts in my book.
He counts.
Yeah, all right, fair enough. The angry alcoholic counts.
But then there's asshole Canadians like Ethan Page here, who besmirch everything that we stand for. Why are you moving away? Oh, that's why.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Anyways, so now let's go ahead and get back to it here. Let's go ahead and present the next thing. Let's see here. What do we have lined up? We don't have any exciting segments of the night, but I will go ahead and talk about the match that was it was in the middle for me.
What do you think?
This match wasn't necessarily great, but it wasn't horrible. It was one of those that is just there for you.
Yep, it's a
It was
one-on-one.
a 7 out of 10?
Yep,
More like a 5.
6 out of 10. I'm being nice.
Okay.
This one-on-one match is for the NXT Women's North American Championship. As the defending champion, Kalani Jordan defends and goes one-on-one against Tatum Paxley.
All right, you gotta understand something. Tatum Paxley, she's been on a little bit of a
Psycho trend.
yeah.
Oh.
Let me put it
That's
this
one
way.
way of putting it.
Ava, the general manager of NXT, legitimately gifted Tatum Paxley a fidget spinner ring to try to help keep her distracted. She kept it. She liked it,
Wow.
but it didn't work. It didn't work at all.
Oh, no.
Tell us about the matches, eh?
All right, so this was
Gentlemen, it is with deep sadness I must inform you, wrestlers.
You know what, Angel? I'm proud of you, man. You actually didn't blame it on a specific gender.
This time.
No, because wrestlers are batshit insane despite their gender.
Well, yes, that is true.
Yeah. Wrestling insanity knows no gender bounds. It is truly the greatest signifier of gender equality.
Ah, that's right.
When you think about it, it makes sense because a wrestler is a performer, which means that all the wrestlers are artists, and the best artists are all a little cuckoo for Cuckoo Puffs.
That's true. And speaking of Cuckoo for Cuckoo Puffs, this match was, like I said, this match wasn't anything spectacular, but there weren't slouches. There weren't anything bad that happened during this match. It was pretty standard. Of course, the story is that Tatum Paxley's trying to work over the leg of Kalani Jordan, which she needs because that's about 80% of her offense. And there were times...
Damn.
Yeah, no. And there were times when Kalani Jordan's leg would give out, like her right leg. There was this really innovative submission hold that Tatum Paxley does. It's hard for me to describe it. I would need to get a picture and show it to you later, Juancho, but it is really freaking awesome. Of course, she continues to work over the leg, and then Kalani Jordan was able to hit a comeback. She tries to go for a springboard move, but Kalani Jordan couldn't do it because the leg keeps giving in.
Ow, fuck.
Yeah.
Say what you want about this crazy bitch, Tatum Paxley. She knows what she's doing.
And then we get to the finish.
One bad side effect of having a wrestler who fights with only one specific body part, it means that when you take that away, suddenly half of their potential becomes painfully stunted.
And here's where things get very, very weird for me. So the action spills over at ringside, and then out comes Wendy Chu, this sleepy girl with the creepy makeup.
Oh yeah, sleepy when creepy Wendy Chu. Yeah, she's back.
Yeah, she and Tatum Paxley were sort of like teasing it being creepy best friendos, but it turns out they're not friends after all because Wendy Chu...
Oh Jesus, that is fucking terrifying.
Yeah, no.
You looked up Wendy Chu, didn't you, Angel?
Oh, yeah, no. Oh, God. Oh, no. It's the female version of that hillbilly evil wrestler with a children's program.
Ah! Yeah. No. Wendy Chu chokes out Tatum Paxley with the referee's back turned, rolls her back into the ring, and then Kalani Jordan uses that as an opportunity. She lays her out with the freaking one-of-a-kind split-legged moonsault to pin and retain. Your winner, and still the NXT Women's North American Champion, Kalani Jordan.
All right, so...
What a strange turn of events.
It was so weird. This storyline is far too weird for my standards.
I don't know what's happening,
weird
but
shit.
I can't stop watching.
I know, but also at the same time, I just to prove to y'all I wasn't lying about this shit. Listen, this is literally it. She got a new stim ring, best mayor in the world at Ava. You see what I mean? She got her a little fidget spinner ring here. Yay!
Here, have that ring. Now leave me alone.
Exactly.
Here's some jewelry that I got you from McDonald's. Now fuck off.
Now fuck off. Please try not to murder anyone anymore. You're getting out of hand.
Like I said, the match wasn't bad. The match was actually great, and I might have given it a better review of it if it wasn't bogged down by that weird storyline. You had them teasing and being a weird, creepy pairing for weeks, and then you completely knock it down like this.
You knock down the Karen tears.
Like the Karen tears gets knocked down. What the hell are you doing, WWE?
Well, they're doing this. I mean,
man, this show is great. I wish I knew what the fuck is going on.
It's
what the fuck?
It's like you're watching a K-drama and you didn't have the subtitles on.
I don't know. Like that.
No, bro. I don't need subtitles for K-drama. 50% of K-drama is why doesn't this incredibly hot man love me even though he abuses me all the time? The other 50% is the opposite, but with like the different genders. That's it.
Okay. Well, my point is, like I said, that this piece of storyline I could do without. But anyways.
Whatever. No, at least they're trying to build something regarding Tatum Paxley. I can live with that.
Now, the good news is, while there were no exciting in-ring segments, there were also no crappy, really bad segments on NXT.
Yay.
Okay, good.
Now we get to...
I'll take mid over shit.
Exactly. And now let's get over to the main event of Night 2 of the NXT's Great American Bash. It's a tag team match, player,
Holla, holla.
where the NXT tag team titles are on the line as the defending champions at the bottom, Nathan Frazier, and the masked mathematician, comic book OC superhero Do Not Steal, Axiom, goes up against the team of Wesley and Zachary Wentz, MSK.
Oh yeah, that's right. What do you call it? Zachary Wentz had actually come to NXT along with
Trey Miguel
as the Rascals from TNA. And fun fact, Wesley and Zachary Wentz used to be tag partners back in the day, so all three of them together reformed and became the Rascals once again. So, yay, so this looked like it was going to be badass. We have two teams that people can get behind. Let's see how this turned out.
Yeah, Juan is right. There is a bit of a wrestling continuity with MSK because Wesley and Zachary Wentz, they were NXT Tag Team Champions, but they had to fork over the titles because in real life, Zachary Wentz was fired by WWE after posting a picture on his Twitter of him posing as Adolf Hitler.
Yeah, that's an automatic
with the mustache and everything.
Man, no balls.
Ow.
Ow.
Speaking of no balls, Jose, why don't you go ahead and lay it on him?
All right, so getting to this tag team match, like this was fast. It was high flying. There were spots all over the goddamn place. Like this was a high flying spot fest without the Young Bucks.
So it was good.
It was really good. It was really awesome. The story, of course, is that MSK.
Oh, the Young Bucks weren't there, so it was actually good. I see.
Ha!
Exactly. Yes, that's how these matches work, and it's something that I actually also brought up last week when the Rascals were actually in competition in a different match, if I remember correctly. I was saying like this is actually a really good highlight of one of the key cornerstones of TNA wrestling because the Rascals are not only a great tag team, but they're also a testament to TNA's X Division, where they emphasize high-flying, high-speed action, regardless of weight class. As they like to call it, it's not about weight limits, it's about no limits. And the Rascals are an excellent example of that kind of frenetic, high-speed action. Angel, imagine if you created a wrestler custom in a video game, and you went ahead and put him in the ring. That's what these guys did. And I mean you
funny you should mention that.
I mean you
but you can't do that.
Yes.
Yes, you can do that, and we got that high-speed action during this main event. We saw a lot of great tag team moves from MSK, trying to reintroduce the fans who they are. But of course, Axiom and Nathan Frazier have their own variety of offense. And Nathan Frazier is ahead of steam. He runs at unimaginable speeds and lays out MSK with a suicide dive through the ropes to get things started. And then, of course, MSK was able to regain control of the action as they keep Nathan Frazier grounded in the middle of the ring. 2 versus 1. Divide and conquer. Keep him separate from the OC superhero that's over at the ring apron.
Right? No, sorry, we're never gonna let Axiom live down the weird.
He's
match.
the OC Power Ranger. Do not steal.
I mean,
my name is OC Wrestler, and he's the strongest wrestler, and he trained under John Cena, and he's best friends with CM Punk, and he's the coolest guy, and he punched Vince in the balls.
That sounds like a better story than My Immortal.
Jesus. Okay, that's a low blow.
Here, folks.
What?
Let's not lie.
Actually, no. My Immortal deserves its place in infamy. Like we can't touch that.
Yeah, no.
Shit.
You don't want to. Like that's the thing. You can't really crap on My Immortal, just like you can't really praise it either.
Oh, I mean, kind of like how you
the
can't
best
crap
part
on
about My Immortal. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you went first, Angel.
Yeah. Angel, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to say you cannot crap on My Immortal because to this day people still don't know if that thing was done badly on purpose or if it was a parody.
Exactly.
It sits in the perfect level between absolute shit and amusing garbage. It was Vince McMahon.
Ha!
God damn it.
But getting back to the match, Axiom and Nathan Frazier were able to even the odds against MSK. They were able to rebound and hitting their own comebacks. And then at the end of it all, it looked like MSK had the match won. We even got a miscalculation spot where Nathan Frazier accidentally kicks Axiom in the face.
Ow, fuck.
Holy shit.
Oh yeah, and it looks like like I said, it looks like they had the match won, but then Zachary Wentz was taken out at ringside, allowing Axiom and Nathan Frazier to hit 2 double team moves onto Wesley to pin and retain. Your winners, and still the NXT Tag Team Champions, Axiom and Nathan Frazier.
All right, gotta give big ups to the champions over here. They're tag team champions for a reason. They might fuck up from time to time with each other, but that doesn't mean that they don't know how to squeak out a win when it counts.
Exactly, and MSK and the Rascals were looking all broken up. Like they just had a great main event match, but you know what? They were able to walk away with their heads held high. You know, they put on a great show,
knowing they did their best. They got to reunite.
It's like Quan said, they're literally one of the best of the X divisions in TNA. And oh my God, Wesley, what are you doing?
Wesley,
what are you doing?
Why is your leg where Zachary Wentz's balls are supposed to be?
No, not at the Rascals, not at the Little Rascals.
You're kicking
at the last possible moment. Curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal.
Oh, Wesley has turned heel and attacked his own brothers in arms. He lays out Trey Miguel with a super kick and nails Zachary Wentz in the balls. Oh, but Wesley is not done there. He's got a lot of anger to let out. He unleashed his wrath on Trey Miguel at ringside, throwing him through the barricade, as you can see.
Why?
Jesus Christ.
Trey Miguel literally
where did all this unnecessary fury come from? I don't understand.
Wesley screamed at Zachary Wentz before all this happened, saying, "You left me."
Oh! Man, this is the best soap opera. I fucking love the soap operas.
How dare you pose as Adolf Hitler and get yourself fired?
And there you see.
Yeah, I was gonna pose as Stalin, you piece of shit.
Like, dude, you took.
We were supposed to be edgy bros together, and you betrayed me.
Exactly. And there we see the final shot of NXT's Great American Bash ending with Wesley standing over the laid out bodies of his former best buddies, clearly still with a lot of pent up rage that he's got to let out. This is not the end between Wesley and the Rascals.
Bro, that should have been a painting. That should have been that looked like a classical painting, like the Fall of Macedonia or some shit.
Oh, man. Also, what is with Shawn Michaels wanting to break up tag teams?
Because he loves the drama.
Ah, Jesus, man.
Yeah, Jose.
He loves the drama. The drama gets the views.
I know, but Juan does have a point. Marty Jannetty. Yeah, no, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Exactly.
Damn it.
Like, sorry, they literally...
What if I break it again?
Let's take a look in the chat before we continue into the next part of the show over here. Let's see. Brendan Fletcher is another badass Canadian. His character was so badass in the 3 Rampage movies. Let's see here. I put Sidney Crosby.
I forgot he was in the Rampage movies.
Yeah. Let's see. Mr. Quake is saying Tatum Paxley is hot. I love crazy chicks. Yeah. So do I.
So do I.
I mean, like, she's crazy as fuck, but I mean, look at this girl.
But would.
Yeah. No. Would.
Okay.
Like, I mean, would. Yes.
But let's get back to the chat.
Okay. Knock on.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see, what else? Okay, Kalani needs a heel turn. Nah, not yet. Vicente saying, nice to see Wendy Chu get serious. Back to her days as Karen Q.
I will debate against that, but go on.
Wesley was in the Air Force? Really?
Oh, yeah, he was in the Air Force.
Huh.
Did not know that.
I mean, to be fair, many wrestlers do have military careers. In fact, wasn't Sergeant Slaughter straight up came from the military?
Actually, no.
Actually, turns out that Sergeant Slaughter lied about his military record, so stolen valor.
God damn it!
Stolen valor.
Yeah.
Sergeant Stolen Valor, more like it. Bullshit.
Wow, Mr. Quake, what the hell is this about? Ghana is like the Mexico of Africa?
What is your obsession with Ghana and Africa? And what is your obsession with Oro Mensa?
Yeah, like...
Is there something that you're not telling us?
This is so bizarre! No, we were joking.
Are you just like me, for real?
And, let's see here. Wake me up, and it's like, wow, Black HBK vibes. It came from left field. Triple H loved it. And Vicente saying, Wesley kicked Wentz in the balls. I'm sure that Kimberly loved seeing that shit.
Oh, ow, that's a little too personal.
Yeah, if Shawn Michaels does...
Why do they have to get so personal? What? Why the balls? Is this Chainsaw Man? Is it nuts or nothing?
Kinda, yeah.
It's nuts or nothing.
Vicenta's saying if Shawn Michaels does like breaking up tag teams, it's because of his memory of Vince doing that a lot. So yeah, I guess after having that drilled into you for so many years, there's only so much you can do when you go into the creative well, I guess.
Fair enough. All right.
Even after he's gone, his evil influence lingers in the world, not unlike the stench of a rotting corpse.
And speaking of stenches of rotting corpses, well, not really, but we're about done with NXT, and now we're going to review this week's edition of AEW Dynamite.
Light the fuse, hit the boom, Dynamite!
Oh boy!
Now, Angel, do you want to go ahead and peace out for this one, or do you want to continue?
Like, let's not lie. This is just going to be funny.
You know what? I'll stick around. I want to hear what way they managed to completely not shoot themselves in the foot for the 50th time.
All right, this week's edition of AEW Dynamite takes place over in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Woo!
Yeah, the hometown of that one guy who we can't talk about because
How many times did he retire?
something helicopter penis.
You guys are cutting out.
Oops.
Wait, we are?
Are we?
The sound is cutting out real bad. Can you guys hear?
Give me a second. Let me see if I can fix it.
Yeah, bear with us for just a minute.
Actually, I think it might be on me. It says my connection is unstable.
Ah, okay. Because
Well,
you can hear.
All right, it's back. I can hear you now. Please proceed.
Okay.
All right, so this week's edition of AEW Dynamite takes place over in Charlotte, North Carolina. Yes, the hometown of that one wrestler that we don't want to talk about because, god damn it, he's
He had
ridiculous.
one job to do.
He had
Keep
one
it in
job.
his pants.
Exactly. But don't worry, because we have
Damn.
plenty of action to fill out the rest of the night, as the opening match is a one-on-one match between the AEW American Champion, Maxwell Jacob Freeman, MJF, goes one-on-one against Kyle Fletcher. And why is this an eliminator match?
That's a very good question, actually. Why?
Okay.
The AEW American Championship eliminator match. All right.
Let's just explain something here, because I know that you've been out of the loop on this one, Angel. Strictly speaking, that championship that MJF is holding is not really an American championship. What happened is that in the last pay-per-view, which was...
Actually, no, it wasn't a pay-per-view. It was a couple weeks ago on
right,
TV.
On Dynamite, right. I forgot. Sorry. On a couple weeks ago on AEW Dynamite, MJF defeated Will Ospreay for the AEW International Championship. And MJF decided to convert that title into the American Championship, and now he's running around like, let's just say eviler Kurt Angle. Like, oh, America's
How
best.
is it possible to be eviler than Kurt Angle?
Like being all like 100% American, and how any American who chants for who cheers for someone who's not from America is a terrorist and is a traitor to their country.
Yeah, no, he's calling everyone terrorists and Al Qaeda and all that shit.
So we're going full nationalist, derogatory.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Listen, there's a difference between having pride in your own homeland and acting like a douchebag to everybody else for not being as prideful as you. See, you are not being the wrestler that Mr. Rogers would want you to be.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, that kind of insult doesn't work on MJF because you'd be like, fuck Mr. Rogers. He's a commie prick who dropped out of the military to try and teach snot-nosed brats how to say please and thank you. If he was a real man, he would have stayed in the army and he would have gone to become a fucking general.
That being
Am
said,
I right or wrong? You tell me.
well, you're not wrong, but one thing is certain is that
Christ.
AEW is dumping a lot of money onto MJF for having him open Dynamite again for the past couple of weeks.
Right?
Wow. Really trying to catch on to that bit of fame and glory, ain't they?
Yes, they are trying to make sure the fans stick around after watching The Big Bang Theory on TBS. Don't ask me how they like it.
We have no idea. All right, tell us about the match.
All right, so great wrestling match between MJF and Kyle Fletcher. These guys are completely angry for each other. Of course, Kyle Fletcher is trying very desperately to work over on MJF. MJF is trying to soften up Kyle Fletcher's arm, keep it nice and soft for the salt of the earth submission hold. So he applies several moves to try and soften the arm, and of course he uses old-fashioned chicanery like eye pokes and all sorts of ways to cheat to try and get ahead of his opponent. Of course, Kyle Fletcher has his own offense to respond. He hits an incredible tombstone piledriver in the middle of the ring, but MJF was able to kick out after two. And
Fuck.
yes, indeed.
Like,
Fuck indeed.
Here's the thing. Tombstone Piledriver
Christ.
is usually an excellent finisher, but there's one caveat. Kyle Fletcher is literally not the fucking Undertaker. He does not have the power of the darkness behind him in order to make the tombstone work. It literally is it's math. I'm sorry. That's how math works in wrestling. I don't make the rules. I just live by them, okay?
Oh, no. You're okay. That is dead ass for real. If you are not the dead man, then you're just a man waiting to get his ass beat, which is exactly what happened. Well, before the tombstone...
You're not the dead man, you are the soon-to-be corpse man.
Exactly.
Well, before the tombstone, actually, the fight, of course, spilled at ringside. MJF planted, and like Kyle Fletcher tried to go for a running attack, but missed MJF and hit the security barricade. But because this is wrestling, turnabout is fair play. MJF tried to go for a clothesline himself, but then misses Kyle and he ducks, and MJF goes flying over the barricade into the crowd.
Ooh. Nice.
Oh, Jesus.
Yep.
Ow.
Kyle Fletcher.
What an amazing fumble.
Yep.
An excellent miscalculation. You gotta love it.
Yep. Kyle Fletcher then leaps over the barricade and does a swanton dive onto MJF into the crowd, and then the action eventually spills back into the ring where, then you have MJF working over Kyle Fletcher's arm. Kyle Fletcher hits the tombstone piledriver later, and then we get to the finish as Kyle Fletcher's mentor, Don Callis, who is a big, bald piece of shit, a carny piece of shit, by the way. Don Callis goes down to the ring. He argues with the referee while sneaking in a screwdriver in the middle of the ring, trying to get Kyle to use that weapon against MJF.
Like, literally, I just want you to stab this guy. Like, I don't care, just stab this man.
Yep. And it looked like Kyle was going to do it. He was going to stab MJF with the freaking screwdriver, but Kyle Fletcher, out of the goodness of his heart, he couldn't do it, so he throws aside the screwdriver, and then MJF takes advantage and hits Kyle Fletcher in the balls, and then finally lays out Kyle Fletcher with the brainbuster to pin and retain. Your winner, and still the AEW American Champion, MJF.
Shit.
What a roundup. Holy shit. I gotta be honest with you, when you told me he pulled out the screwdriver, I was expecting him to go for it immediately. I was not counting on the guy having an attack of conscience all of a sudden. Where did that come from?
I know, right? But of course, after the match, MJF continues the punishment on Kyle Fletcher, busting him open in the middle of the ring with the Dynamite Diamond Ring. And it looks like he was going to go for the Tiger Driver, but then out comes Will Ospreay to, not yet, but then out comes Will Ospreay to save Kyle Fletcher and chase MJF out of the ring.
Damn. I won't lie. That was a genuinely good couple of twists. Wasn't expecting that.
Very nice. I dig it all the way, and it's a nice way to start the show. It's a nice way to get the people's blood pumping for the rest of the program to come.
Yeah, I know. Me and Juan, we dunk on AEW for a variety of reasons, but MJF is one of the good points that we could safely talk about when it comes to AEW, right, Juan?
Like, listen, for the record, we don't hate All Elite Wrestling just for the sake of hating it. We hate when it's stupid. We hate when these guys do stupid shit. Even if you're a comedy wrestler or whatever the fuck, you can be a comedy wrestler without being fucking stupid. That's the shit that I don't like. But when it's good, it's damn good. And thankfully, MJF...
Imagine the potential they could have had. We saw a glimpse of what could have been.
Like, we were this close to greatness.
Exactly. Thank you, Juan. That's awesome. But yeah, great opening match. Great show. It didn't have to be an eliminator if it was just a grudge fight, but whatever. But now let's get over to the exciting match of the night, and this one is a 6-man tag match, playa.
Holla, holla, holla.
Oh, wait, this is AEW.
Yeah.
Wait, hang on a minute. This is AEW, so we call it a trios match.
Ole, ole, ole. What the fuck you want me to say?
As the teams of, representing the bad guys team is Roderick Strong, Roosh, and... the Beast Mortos, actually, there's screenshots right there.
No, I mean, I don't have a
match card. Oh, no, because they didn't have one.
Fuck them.
Yeah, as the teams of the Beast Mortos, Del Toro Blanco Rouge, and Roderick Strong goes up against the tag teams of FTR and Freshly Squeezed Orange Cassidy.
That's a hell of a name. I mean it. That is one hell of a name. Is that their actual name?
That is the actual name, and this is part of the damn
That's
gag.
fucking awesome.
Thank you. It's almost 11:30. Please retract it faster.
Everything all right?
No. Waiting for Juan to retract that. Get out of my screen. Get the hell out of here.
Get that shit off me.
Get the hell out of here.
You can't do this to me. You have any idea what I sacrificed for this YouTube channel?
So anyway, getting to the 6-man tag team match. So this was definitely fun to watch. Of course,
God!
Yep. Oh well, I mean, fun if you're the bad guy, of course. You can see Roderick Strong, the Messiah of the Backbreakers, working over Dax Harwood. Of course, FTR. They're from North Carolina, so they get the hometown treatment. Roderick Strong has continued to work over Dax Harwood in this 6-person tag team match. And of course, like I said, it was a lot to call because there were 6 guys in the middle of the ring, but pretty much everyone got their shit in. Like, I have more pictures of the match, by the way.
I know. I'm just getting into it right now. For example, this backbreaker of death and...
Yeah, no. But of course, the baby faces were able to turn things around with Orange Cassidy diving through the ropes, hitting a suicide dive onto Roderick Strong at ringside.
Yay.
Thankfully, he did not collide and spilled into orange juice.
And just splatted on the fucking ring.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, the fact that he's just called Freshly Squeezes, I can't deal with shit.
Yeah, I have no idea what that's about either.
Me neither. But of course, let's not forget the bad guys' own. Actually, no. Their big heavy was getting taken down too. You can see Cash Wheeler hitting a devastating power slam onto the Beast Mortos.
Like
the Deadly Beast, is that his actual name?
Yes, the Beast Mortos.
Like, are you sure that this looks planned? Because I'm pretty sure that what's his face? That Cash Wheeler. It looks like that power slam looks a little stiff. You're sure he's not shooting on him?
Wow!
Jesus Christ!
Jump, you asshole!
Gun charges joke.
We'll talk about. We'll fill you in on that later, Angel. But at the end of it all, of course, it was the hometown heroes who were able to get the win over the bad guys. Your winners, FTR and Orange Cassidy.
I'm sorry, no, Jose. You have to name him properly.
Freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy.
No. Don't say it like you fucking mean it.
I'm not. You're not doing it again.
I'm doing what?
You're not my dad.
Fine. Freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy. I will put my foot up.
Jesus Christ.
Stupid shit.
It looks so terrible. It's the worst.
We
I hate
have
it.
GIFs. GIFs exist on the internet. Why do you have to do this? Thank you. Why do you have to stick your thumb out?
How could this happen to me? Etc. etc.
And just to fill you in on the meme, by the way, Angel, the reason why I do that is because that lazy ass little thumbs up is one of Orange Cassidy's favorite little things to do, and
so that's where that came from.
And what's more, the absolute fucking nerve of fucking Tony Khan booking Orange Cassidy to be every fucking where on his programming. Being basically the most ubiquitous wrestler in his company, earned him the nickname of him being the mascot of the company by Jim Cornette. So always in your face, always taking up screen space and screen time. Freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy. There, I explained the meme to you. You may now never laugh at it again.
Wow, so that's what that whole thing was about.
That's what you get.
All right, let's go ahead and skip ahead here.
Mr. Quake was saying, no, Vicente Guerrero, best thing to say to people saying you don't belong anywhere is fuck off. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, what they said.
All right, now let's get over to the exciting segment of the night. We got a sit-down interview segment featuring the AEW, featuring the AEW World Champion Swerve Strickland as he's being interviewed by AEW, one of the AEW announcers, Jim Ross.
Yes, this is the cowboy hat man. This is the barbecue sauce.
Yeah, cowboy hat man.
First of all, happy to see Jim Ross back on television. He's been struggling a lot with dealing with skin cancer for quite some time, and he's doing pretty. It looks like he's doing pretty fine.
He's lost quite a bit of weight.
Yes, he has. Oh my God!
That's usually what cancer treatments do to you.
Yeah, no, I don't ever want. I can't imagine what it feels like, and I don't think I want to.
All right, well, let's hear what Swerve had to say about this.
Yeah, no, this was a very well-conducted interview. Jim Ross asked some good questions. Swerve Strickland made some very strong points against Bryan Danielson, how Bryan Danielson is continuing to try to work hard in the ring, and yet he keeps hurting himself time after time after time, and how and Swerve Strickland is very confident about his chances at All In when he defends the title against Bryan Danielson, because he knows that Bryan Danielson will not have the physical capacity to keep up with him because he's working himself to death trying to hurt himself by going hard in the wrestling ring.
So
Damn. He's going too hard.
So basically, Jim Ross is telling him, dude, how the hell do you even plan on making it to Wembley if you're killing yourself in the ring every single time you step in, even when you're not defending your championship? What the fuck, buddy?
Exactly. Like I said, very well conducted interview. And yeah, no, this is Swerve is pretty much like attacking Bryan Danielson and his need to go hard in the ring, but he keeps hurting himself while doing it. And Bryan Danielson...
There is such a thing as going too hard for your own good, I guess.
Exactly. And for the past couple of weeks, Bryan Danielson has been telling that story that apparently he's losing, he's got some nerve damage in his arm. He's got injured like bandages over in his upper back / neck. And like he's trying to work through like all the pain by wrestling hard. And I'm like, dude, you
don't have to.
You don't have to. You broke your arm. You fractured an orbital bone in your eye.
Yeah, no, seriously.
Dude, do you have any idea how messed up it is that the human eyeball is meant to crack like glass if you get hit too hard by that?
Yeah, no, it was very...
I don't want to imagine that shit.
Yeah, no,
I don't have to imagine it. I've seen it. It sucks.
Yeah, me and Juan, we've already shared our opinions about Bryan Danielson, so we're not going to rehash that. There's no need to rehash it, right?
Not this week, no.
Not this week. But once again...
Not this week.
Really good interview by Swerve and Jim Ross. All right, now let's go to the match of the night. A match that I really don't care for because of the story that's circled around it, and I'm getting really tired of it.
Is this what I think it is?
It is what I think it is. So I didn't try it.
It is what you think
it is. Bounty Hunter Brian Keith versus Katsuyori Shibata with special guest commentator, the FTW champion, Chris Jericho.
Nope.
What do you mean, nope?
Nope.
Hey!
Nope.
You can't leave me here!
Watch me!
Watch, we have to call the match! We have to...
And then
You're the one calling the match! I don't need to suffer for your shit, you hobo!
Yes, you do!
Call the match!
You're my tag partner!
He has to
Angel's
suffer.
the tag partner now! Tag, you're it!
Fine, Jesus. Alright, Angel, looks like it's you and me. Fuck Quan, I guess.
Well, damn, I guess it's just you and me, especially for me, who doesn't know anything about this match whatsoever.
Alright, so, Bounty Hunter Brian Keith, he's pretty...
He's the... No.
Oh, yeah, the bad apple.
No, he's the bad apple. Because Chris
With
Jericho
huh?
took his name away and renamed him the bad apple, Brian Keith.
Alright, let me explain.
Really?
Chris Jericho has been touting himself as the Learning Tree, and he named Brian Keith as the bad apple of the Learning Tree. Yeah, it's stupid. So
what
Brian Keith is... Yeah. And as far as the Japanese wrestler, Katsuyori Shibata, he's one of the famous Japanese wrestlers from New Japan Pro Wrestling, and he has a rivalry with Chris Jericho for the FTW title, which, by the way, it's not an official championship.
So it's a championship that's not real.
It's a championship that's not real. It's not officially
Then what's the point?
I don't fucking know, dude. So, Bounty Hunter Brian Keith...
Why are we here, Joe? Are we here just to suffer?
So... Bad Apple, Brian Keith, and Katsuyori Shibata. Basically, you could describe this match as these two exchanging strikes, blow for blow. We're talking right hands, we're talking kicks, we're talking backhand chops. It was basically stiff. It was in your face. And Brian Keith, like, to his credit, he does know how to counter move, and he was able to work over Shibata, but Shibata was able to fire back and hit Brian Keith with his own array of offenses, his own array of strikes, before finally putting away Brian Keith with his finisher to pin and win. Your winner, Katsuyori Shibata. But unfortunately, this does not end here, because the rest of the Learning Tree, Chris Jericho and Big Bill, jump into the ring and beat up Katsuyori Shibata until Shibata was saved by Hook.
Oh, shit.
Really?
Yes.
Of all people?
Oh, fuck this. I'm tagging back in.
You asshole!
Yes, I asshole.
So Hook, the former FTW champion, charges back into the ring and goes straight to Chris Jericho, throwing him out of the ring. He clearly is not done with Chris Jericho and the title, but we as fans are clearly done with watching Chris Jericho every week because damn, he gets tiresome.
He's been tiresome for 2 years, I'm fucking already done with him.
Ugh.
So you are telling me that Chris Jericho has become what Roman Reigns used to be?
Except Chris Jericho thinks that by him doing it on purpose, he's trolling everyone else, and that he's doing something brilliant.
Oh, no.
So he's literally being overbearing on purpose, and he thinks it's a good idea.
He's leaning onto the criticisms and he's leaning onto the criticisms of the fans who are against him, and he's running.
So basically, he's buying his own shit. He's buying into his own hype, and he's buying the shit he's selling.
No. He's buying into the shit that the fans are selling about him, and he's trying to say, aha, but I'm the one selling it back to you. That makes me a genius. No, it makes you a hack.
I see. One of those.
Yeah.
That's the kind of, it doesn't even make you angry. It makes you disappointed, like, bro, you're a grown-ass man kind of look.
Like Angel, you know the fucking meme of the dude of someone's like of like a peasant in the Middle Ages or whatever, like carrying a bundle of sticks on his back. Like all I'm saying is that maybe we can have a better society than this robber baron fiefdom that we work in, and this fucking contrarian dude popping out of the well is like, oh, you want a better society, and yet you still participate in society. Checkmate.
I am very smart.
That is Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho is the idiot in the well. All right? And he's legitimately, not as a joke, and I'm not even talking fucking wrestling jokes or anything. He honestly believes that this is a good idea. And it's stupid.
Oh, no. He doesn't have the sauce. Chat, there is no sauce.
There is no fucking sauce.
That idea is about as old as he is. He's like pushing 55 years old.
Let's take a look at the chat before
Okay, you gotta start working on retirement at that point. Come on, man. Even if it's showbiz, they can't have you're not an announcer. You can't be there forever. Okay? You can't wear the cowboy hat. Cut it out.
Let's look in the chat real quick before we continue. Vicente Guerrero saying, that one wrestler from Charlotte, North Carolina we can't talk about. Hey, I like David Flair's psycho gimmick, but yes, he was bad in the ring and outside of Hardcore.
Oh, no!
Rest in peace, David Flair. Yeah, that was Ric Flair's son. Let's see.
Damn.
Skills should only get used on special occasions, not in the middle of matches. Bad Kyle. Bad Kyle. Yes, exactly. EVP Tony Khan needs to be fired, bruv. Yeah, no. Yeah, Mr. Quake, we're like, this shit's not gonna end anytime soon like that. Is the Powerhouse Hobbs is the Black Batista?
Is he?
Jury's out on that one.
Jury's out on that one. But go on.
Let's see. Vicente. That's right. The Hardys are North Carolina boys too. To be honest, Matt could be high as fuck, and then might be as bad as a sober David Flair was in the ring. Ow.
Oof.
Let's see. I cheer for Momentum because of personal experience. I was raised by an African family, says Mr. Quake. Okay, we didn't know this. And
okay, then
you let us know about your heritage on there. That was awesome, dude. And yeah, people making fun of you on that. No, fuck them. Just like Vicente said. And yeah, Vicente also says, yes, it's great seeing Jim Ross back on AEW TV. Even Bell's palsy and skin cancer can't keep him down. Damn right, JR is an excellent guy. And yeah, fighting Bell's palsy and skin cancer reminds me a little of Steve McMichael's health problems today. He has Lou Gehrig's disease, and today's blinks in places of speak. Ow, fuck.
Oh, man.
Yeah, no,
damn.
Lou Gehrig's disease sucks. And yeah, no. And Mr. Quake is also saying, yeah, I definitely still hate Michael Cole. Let's see, Jericho instead of Jericho.
Jericho. That's a new one for me.
Okay, and he's thinking of Reed Flair instead of David Flair.
Ugh, all right.
Both of them are kind of stuck in the ring. Sorry.
Now, thankfully, despite the crappiness of Chris Jericho, there were no offensive, really bad segments. I do want to bring up one honorable mention before we get into. No, that doesn't count. I do want to bring up one honorable mention, not that one.
I know.
Before we get into the main event, and that is a women's match that happened on Dynamite. And this women's match features the Glamour, Mariah May, pretty much destroying Viva Van. Okay, that was a squash match. Mariah May had that match already won, but What was really an honorable mention was afterwards. There was drama. There was chaos. See, Mariah May was gifted a giant picture. Unfortunately, I couldn't find a good screenshot of it, but it was a picture of Toni Storm and Mariah May holding each other like BFFs, like their family. And then on the opposite side of the picture,
on the backside,
in
black, gigantic, like 900 font size Sharpie.
it was a very, very cryptic message directly at Mariah May as Toni Storm runs down to the ring and destroys Mariah May and holds the sign backwards that says, oh, hey, it's written in German. It says, D. Mariah. D.
Jose, I don't think
What
that's
the hell?
German. She's saying, die, Mariah, die. Yeah, no, that ain't German at all.
Are you sure about that? Sideshow Bob would like to have a word with you.
Yeah, well, Sideshow Bob doesn't have a voice anymore.
And
yeah, this led to, of course...
That was some beef.
Oh yeah, no, that's not even the half of it. The match was that match was over, but Toni Storm came in with the freaking high-heeled shoe and was basically coming in to try to cave Mariah May's skull in with the stiletto.
What the hell?
Look at that! You can even see the referee trying to grab her and hold her back.
Jesus. You know, that time you showed me that episode where somebody set that other dude on fire, I thought it wasn't going to get any more violent than that, but...
Oh, no.
Wow.
This is nothing. This is just Toni Storm trying to get retribution 1-for-1 back on Mariah May. It was only a few weeks ago that Mariah had actually turned on Toni Storm and bloodied her up with the heel of her high-heel shoe.
That being said, Angel, don't forget, murderous violence does not discriminate. Women could get bloodthirsty, too.
That's why I'm telling you, there is no discrimination in the ring because everybody's fucking insane in there.
Exactly.
All right, now let's get over to the main event of this week's edition of AEW Dynamite. And it is a one-on-one match, not just a regular one, but anything goes. No disqualification and no countouts. All weapons are legal, and it is Jeff Jarrett going one-on-one against the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, and joining the commentary team is WWE Hall of Famer and wrestling legend, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
What?
Wow, lots of dragons on this one. Was the theme dragons?
No, there's only two dragons. There's only two dragons, the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Is this another
I'm sorry, the only American dragon I recognize
No, thankfully not.
Yeah, I know, Jake Long, he was excellent. Dante Bosco is a national treasure.
Okay, so right off the bat, Jeff Jarrett gets to jump on Bryan Danielson, immediately hitting him with the guitar at the back before the match started to try to get the early advantage. These guys brawled all over the place. They brawled at ringside, they brawled over backstage with the crowd, then they took the brawling back into ringside. Jeff Jarrett continues to work over Bryan Danielson and hitting him with a lot of weapons in the process, hitting him with mainly steel chairs.
Are we sure this was even a match?
It was a fight. It was a fucking fight.
It wasn't a match, it was a fight.
Ow.
Jeff Jarrett continued to brawl with Bryan Danielson at ringside, just trying to pummel the hell out of him. There is no technical finesse, Swancher. Remember, this is anything goes.
So
the only thing that matters...
lazy booking.
Why you gotta say that?
Because it is!
Jesus, man.
I mean, he's right, but he shouldn't say it.
Yeah! Jackass!
He's out of pocket, but he's right.
So as they finally get back into the ring, Jeff Jarrett takes advantage of Bryan Danielson, locks in the figure 4 leg lock to try and force a submission win. Bryan Danielson, using his head, not literally, thank goodness, he grabs a steel chair and he uses the chair to bash Jeff Jarrett's legs to break up the submission hold, which I have never seen done in any wrestling match.
But you'd think after
So he just went to snapping the dude's knees in half?
No. He was trying to basically jam the chair against Jeff Jarrett's leg, basically striking it with the edge of the chair in order to get him to like, oh fuck, this hurts. Let me break away because ow.
Oh my god, it's like it's the jaws of life, but with a chair. He gave him the jaws of life.
Exactly. And of course, Jeff Jarrett then Paying homage to wrestling legend and his former best friend, Owen Hart, locks in the sharpshooter onto Bryan Danielson. Bryan Danielson was able to reverse the sharpshooter and lock in the label lock in the middle of the ring. Jeff Jarrett was able to break up the submission hold. And after some more back and forth action between the two guys, Bryan Danielson, with steel chair in hand, he hits Jeff Jarrett with the Busaiku knee, literally driving his knee on the chair and bashing it in Jeff Jarrett's face to pin and win. Your winner,
Jesus Christ.
Bryan Danielson. And then after the match...
What is it with all the leg destroying?
Because it's smart.
And then after the match,
It's actually smart. Like, hey, motherfucker can't fight me if he can't walk.
Now, hang on a minute. After the match...
I guess.
After the match, of course, Jeff Jarrett is all busted open, bloodied open. Jay Lethal and Sanjay Dutt, a.k.a. Team TNA, run down to the ring and try to help Jeff Jarrett. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat joins Bryan Danielson in the middle of the ring. And then Swerve Strickland walks down to the ring and has a bit of a stare down with Bryan Danielson to close off Dynamite.
Shit, seriously?
Seriously, indeed. This week's Dynamite was pretty fucking awesome. Like the Anything Goes match and the opening match of MJF, like those two matches, in my opinion, I think they stood out the most. The opening and the main event. Everything happening in the middle, it was good, but you got to take the good with the bad. And by bad, I mean Jericho.
God dang it! I suppose it's like you get an excellent sandwich, like the best Monte Cristo sandwich, but somebody put in a piece of pastrami they found on the ground.
Exactly, a different sandwich with different flavors.
Fuck?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I know. Normally,
No, I'm sorry. I stopped listening for a second and you started talking about sandwiches. What?
See, hey, Juancho, why you gotta make Juancho? It's midnight. Why you gotta make Angel hungry? Come on, man.
I know, bro. Listen, I just had a calzone the size of my arm. By the way, guys, good news. I'm gonna take you there next time. I found a small place, so you know it's good, where they make calzones bigger than my ass.
Really now?
They are enormous, filled with delicious garlic sauce and more cheese, ham, and bacon that you can shake a particularly fat stick at. Bro, I'm going to make you overdose on those dairy pills.
Oh, okay. I'm going to need to check that place out. We got to talk about this. But that being said, getting back to it, Juan's not wrong. Yeah, it's pretty much a sandwich with different flavors, different toppings on it, and that's pretty much describing AEW in a whole. At least that's what they're trying to present as a product, you know, with different styles of wrestling for people.
Like, listen, I'm fine with that, but here's the thing. If you're going to have pastrami in your sandwich, which, by the way, personal opinion, and possibly, as a New Yorker, heresy, but I have to say, I'm not a fan of pastrami. It's the smell.
Really?
Yeah, no, pastrami itself. Salami, ham, freaking turkey,
Prosciutto?
fucking roast beef, prosciutto. I'll have that all the live long day, no problem. But pastrami already kind of smells a little spoiled to me to begin with.
The GTFO with that pastrami.
That's just me.
Huh.
That's just my personal
More for me, I
preference.
guess. Fair enough.
But
you think about it, though, the comparison is very apt because a sandwich should be very easy to make. But some people still keep fucking it up.
Yeah.
Exactly. And if you're going to add pastrami to it, okay, that's your prerogative. But at least make sure the shit's fresh.
Exactly.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Now, with that being said, we are wrapping up the AEW Dynamite review here. We're now going into this week's edition of TNA Impact. And Angel, pretty much this is
I do need to say this, Angel. You have a choice. You can either peace out for the night, or you can stick around for this last bit where we're covering TNA Impact, where we'll also have another appearance from Joe Hendry.
Yeah, it is 8 minutes till midnight.
It's up to you.
It is 8 minutes till midnight.
It is already close enough to midnight, so I think this is the part where I turn it in. Unfortunately, work will not be so kind if I show up late, even if I do, in fact, believe in Joe Hendry. So thank you, folks, for having me today. Thank you, both of you, for once again dragging me to this bizarre journey into this increasingly violent world of wrestling. Does it feel like AEW is just getting more and more violent to overcompensate for their lack of everything else? Or is that just me?
Well, they are still competing with WWE, even though neither of them consider themselves as competition, you know, if you want to believe their narrative.
Moreover to the point, Angel, since you are needing to peace out for the night, what can we expect from you this coming Saturday on this week's edition of Los Amigos Play?
Why, you can expect me to continue the journey of Metal Gear 3 Solid Snack Eater, Crunch and ties me, Captain. Last time, after a very difficult and patience-filled fight, we defeated the End. And it was, in fact, not the End. And we also remember that Bolgin is kind of a bitch. And we also remember that Ocelot is the only man with common sense in that entire base. No, seriously, Ocelot is the only man with common sense in that whole base. Isn't that depressing?
Actually, yeah.
Oh, and by the way, Eva's there too.
Eva's there too.
Also, Eve was there too, and she's like, yes. And Ocelot is like, your boots. And I was like, oh shit! And it was really exciting. So I hope that you will join us next time on YouTube and Kick at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where under the control of either Toy Slasher or Mr. Casabona, depending who dies first, we'll continue our journey to defeat the boss and avoid an all-out nuclear war.
Yay!
Nuclear?
God.
Yay, indeed.
All right, Angel.
Gentlemen.
Well, thank you for joining us for tonight, man. You go ahead and get some rest, and we will see you Saturday afternoon.
Yes, you will. Stay beautiful, folks, and I'll see you next time in the ring.
Yeah. All right. Have a good night.
Yeah.
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 All right, folks. That was Angel Mendez. He has peaced out. Juan, let's go ahead and talk about this week's edition of TNA Impact,
Which takes place, which is actually taking place here in our hometown, Tampa, Florida.
That's right, specifically at the Florida State Fairgrounds in Tampa, Florida. I was a little disappointed and let down that I wasn't able to attend, but, real life does get in the way as we continue to mention here on this channel. But nevertheless, we were able to catch tonight's edition of TNA Impact. And of course, the show opens up with an in-ring promo segment from the, not so dominant faction anymore, The System.
Which is really bizarre, but you know what? I'm not going to say no to this here. Also, Jeannie Rick made their way in the chat. Hey up, Jeannie Rick. Welcome to Wrestle Rewind. We appreciate you. Has anyone seen Nikki Bella? I don't know where Nikki Bella's been. I don't know where Nikki Bella... So is Matthew Coburn. Hey up, Matthew Coburn. How you doing? Welcome to Wrestle Rewind. We appreciate your face here.
Yeah. I hope Nikki Bella's doing okay. But that being said, let's see.
And Vicente also said Bryan Danielson and Jeff Jarrett worked like a no DQ match like they were in XPW or IWA Mid-South.
Oh my God.
And and he also said pastrami is good for me, but no mustard with it. All right, that's fine. You see what I mean? Like, that's fine. But if you have a sandwich that has every fucking thing in it, it's not going to come out tasting great.
All right.
Yeah, Vicente also said that sign sure was not German.
God.
Now, if Tony Storm worked some CZW shows where they were in Germany, she could have learned the language there.
Clearly. Okay, guys, just so you know, that was a Simpsons joke.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Alicia Edwards got on the mic. She was bragging and boasting how she still has a title, even though the rest of the gang are titleless. To put it simply, the System are out there, like, bitching. Airing their grievances while also making strong, bold statements that they will reclaim their championship gold. That's what it is, right, Juan?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe. I don't think so.
Each member of the System got their chance to talk. Of course, the Tampa fans were booing the hell out of them. And then eventually, the former TNA World Champion Moose got on the mic. And he sounded very threatening. He even pulled a line saying that he will put a dude down like Old Yeller.
Ow?
Ow?
What?
Why would you make that line? Why would you say that, man? Do you know what happened to Old Yeller?
I think he does.
Oh, man. No, especially if you're a dog lover. No, man.
Ow.
Ugh.
Fucking hell.
But that being said,
That's so mean. That's so rude.
It's mean, it's rude, but clearly the System are not done. And this promo was directed at Mike Santana, the guy who's feuding with Moose right now. So, they're still going to be hanging around, Stars and Stripes jumpsuits and all.
That is so weird.
So
we're back in America. You don't need to go America on them.
Now, Juancho, which would you say is a much more weirder and silly attire choice? The jumpsuits that the System are wearing, or MJF and his patriotic Blazers.
Pick one. They're both ridiculous.
Yeah, you're right. All right. Now let's move on to the exciting match of the night. And this is a very hard one for me to choose because there was a lot of X Division qualifying matches. But for me, the money, of course, is on one of the main current icons of TNA, and that's Jordynne Grace.
The juggernaut Jordynne Grace as the TNA Knockouts World Champion herself, as she was an open challenge to anyone who's daring enough to step into the ring with her.
Now, let's see here. Now, let's take our pick out of the litter. Okay, there's several women there's several knockouts in our division. Or, hey, let's see if we can outsource someone from NXT. Maybe we'll have somebody else who will take a crack at her. And, oh my God!
Nope.
Oh my God! Yes!
Yeah.
Yes!
Yes.
Oh my God!
Yes.
I'm so happy.
Yay.
The demon assassin, Rosemary, steps up to challenge for against Jordynne Grace. Fuck yes, this is my favorite fucking match. I don't give a shit what anybody says because I like Rosemary. 10 out of 10 would smash. Moving on. Sorry. Okay, I'm gonna start fangasming all over this match because Rosemary, like, she was vicious right from the start. She did not shake Jordynne Grace's hand. Tried to get the early jump on her. Of course, Jordynne Grace used her power moves to overwhelm Rosemary. Rosemary then used her unorthodox offenses. Like she does like a tarantula-like hold onto Jordynne Grace at ringside using the ring ropes for added leverage, which looks sick and cool, and I fucking love it when she does it. She even at one point hits Jordynne Grace with a spear, but Jordynne Grace was able to kick out after 2. And then afterwards, Jordynne Grace tries to go for a juggernaut driver. Rosemary was able to counter it with a German suplex. And then we get to the finish of the match because that piece of shit, Ash by Elegance, and her personal concierge go down to the ring.
You gotta be kidding.
And
No.
they throw away the fucking match in a double disqualification. I don't have a picture of it, unfortunately, because fuck that bitch.
Oh my God, the nerve of her.
Yep, she brings in a pink kendo stick, which is not even a properly sized one. That looks like a toy lightsaber one. I don't know. But she brings in the stick and she wails Jordynne Grace. She wails Rosemary. She stands tall. Fuck that bitch. You ruined my favorite match. How dare you?
Unbelievable.
Ah,
Excuse me.
sorry, I need to take a breather.
Excuse me, Ash. There's a match going on here. You know, a professional wrestling match. I don't know if you have any experience with professional wrestling matches.
Listen,
Ash by Elegance.
No, I got a better one for you. Listen, Ash by Elegance. If you still want a title and feel special, just give a call to WWE and they can find the 24/7 title in their Lost and Found.
Are you sure about that? The last person who had it was Nikki Cross, and I don't know if Nikki Cross left it anywhere that we could find it anymore.
Yeah, you're right. It's been 2 years. Oh,
God.
But that being said, it was a great match, and I hate that it got thrown away. Damn it.
Well, that's what fucking happens when someone fucking interferes.
I know. It's what happens when you and we get what we want.
No, you're gonna get what you want. Just make sure you want what you're gonna get.
Fine. So after 2 weeks of pretty much ghosting the TNA fans and explaining his actions, finally, Josh Alexander goes down to the middle of the ring in Tampa, Florida, and he finally explains why he turned heel. Why did he deck Joe Hendry in the balls? Why did he upset so many of the few Joe Hendry cosplayers in Montreal?
Why, oh why, did our walking weapon, the Canadian Destroyer himself, why did he betray Joe Hendry? Why did he work for himself instead? Why would he do this? And what was the reason he gave?
Well, I can't explain it word for word, but pretty much Josh Alexander is the heart and soul of TNA, and he was carrying the company on his back for years, and then he felt that the fans turned on him the moment they started chanting for Joe Hendry.
Excuse me, what?
Yep. So how could you best sum that up? They can't see you. There you go.
What?
Is this a hot tag moment?
No.
Okay, good. Because we don't have time for that.
That's why.
Yeah, Josh Alexander also took some shots at the current TNA World Champion, Nick Nemeth, calling him a transitional champion and that he's not going to be around for a very long time. And then, of course, you know, in a classic case of fucking around and finding out, Nick Nemeth comes down to the ring. It looks like he was going to talk, but he jabs Josh Alexander in the throat with the mic before laying him out with the super kick and getting on the mic. And he says he is a fighting champion, and he will grant Josh Alexander's shot at the title next week.
Oh yeah, no, that's some serious Fafo energy.
Oh yes, indeed. Josh Alexander versus Nick Nemeth.
Let me look in the chat real quick before we continue over here. Yes, I eat some meat. Let's see here. See you, Angel. Fun hearing you. Yep, hi, Matthew. Here we go. I think Thinky Bill is taking a break. I need some fish like salmon or shrimp. Cool. Matthew, yep. And Matthew Coburn, a Sith wrestler. That'd be so cool. Let's see. Vicente Guerrero. Alicia Edwards turned Do you want to know something into a catchphrase. Ow, that's so fucking weird.
It's so weird.
And yeah, no, what's her face? Rosemary as Sith wrestler. That would be so cool. That'd be.
Yeah.
I guess that's the best way to describe her. I guess.
Yes. I like Rosemary. She's amazing.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Okay, Rosemary and Jessica Havoc are awesome together. I'm not gonna knock.
Well, I'm more of a Rosemary fan. I think that Rosemary is a complete package.
Yeah, true, but Jessica Havoc she's a whole lot of woman. I mean, come on.
Well, yeah, that's true. All right, now let's get to the. Well, actually, let's see what's next on the docket here. Oh yeah, that's right. There were no bad. There were no bad matches, and there were no bad segments. Who knew?
All right.
That was awesome. Yay! Hells yeah! Do our town some justice, damn it!
Yay! So, shall we head to the main event?
Yes, the main event that we're all waiting for is a one-on-one match as Joe Hendry goes up against Wolfgang, representing Gallus and representing NXT.
Yeah, so the feud between Joe Hendry and Gallus made its way into the Impact Zone. So, yeah, no.
What is the werewolf doing in the Impact Zone?
No.
No, okay.
No.
All right, sorry. I didn't even try my mic today. But yeah, no. His Joe Hendry's feud with Gallus is far from over. Now, in this match, he actually got on the mic and he did cut a promo before starting the match.
And then he jabbed Wolfgang in the face with the mic.
Well, it wasn't a yeet to the guy at ringside, but I'll take it.
Well, he doesn't have that much ringside space compared to NXT, but at the same time, like he still made his point across. Like, I could stand here and cut a promo all day long, but you know what? Fuck you.
Exactly. Joe Hendry goes immediately to work on Wolfgang. These guys brawl in the ring and at ringside. Wolfgang was able to fight back, and he was able to keep Joe Hendry grounded during the commercial break. And when we got back, Wolfgang continued to work over the back on Joe Hendry, hitting him with all series of power moves, keeping him down. But Joe Hendry would not falter. Joe Hendry would not waver. So he was able to fight. He was able to get back on his feet. He hit a beautiful delayed vertical suplex in a display of power and endurance to lay out Wolfgang, but Wolfgang was able to kick out after 2. And then Joe Hendry tries to go for the standing ovation. Wolfgang counters, turns it into a freaking fireman's carry a flapjack in the middle of the ring, and then hits Joe Hendry back first with a Vader bomb, but Joe Hendry was able to kick out.
Shit, there's nothing that will keep this motivational man down. I tell ya.
And in the final seconds of the main event, Wolfgang goes to the top rope and misses a swanton bomb. Joe Hendry takes advantage of the dazed Wolfgang, finally hits the standing ovation to pin and win. Your winner, Joe Hendry.
This is what happens when you fucking believe, man. This is what happens when you believe. That's what fucking need, Jose. You need to fucking believe in Joe Hendry.
Oh, Joe Hendry.
Believe harder.
Oh, we believe. And Joe Hendry believed his fist up Wolfgang's ass.
Like, the sad thing is Gallus couldn't join Wolfgang at ringside this time around, but you know for a fact that it wouldn't have made a difference. He's 252 pounds of pure motivation. There's no stopping.
You said 231.
You're right.
You Googled it.
230 pounds of pure motivation.
But anyways, great main event. Tampa, Florida was treated to a delight, and I freaking loved it. Ring that bell, Juan.
Don't mind if I do.
Now, Some final thoughts on this week's TNA Impact. There were X Division qualifying matches that were pretty good, but my money was on Jordynne Grace and Rosemary, two of my favorite knockouts competitors going at each other, and I thought that was really awesome. Wouldn't you agree?
I actually do agree with you there, Jose. However, the Ultimate X qualifier match was a triple threat match between I believe it was Zachary Wentz. What's the other guy? Casey
Navarro. And NXT's Dante Shen.
Yeah, and Dante Shen.
Okay, fair enough. An argument can be made that, yeah, those were pretty good. But like I said, Jordynne Grace got it for me.
I mean, there's no arguing that.
Yeah, no. There was a match with Kushida and Jonathan Gresham, which already lost me the moment they introduced that freaking octopus gimmick from the beginning. No, but this time he was octopusless.
Yeah, no, he was
squidless. There we go, squidless.
Yeah, squidless was we came up with. Like, we realized, like, hey, what the fuck is up with Jonathan Gresham? Why isn't he being creepy and weird and tentacle-y anymore?
But if they're trying to revive him, I feel like it was too little, too late.
No, it's like, what was the point of the weird tentacle face and I'm gonna be a tentacle monster thing to begin with?
And of course, there was the video package of like the ongoing drama of Steph DeLander's honeymoon.
Oh, yeah, I can't believe that we nearly missed that. Here we go. Like,
I could bring it up as a small honorable mention. I don't have a picture of it, but I could talk about it.
Yeah, we do.
Do we?
Yeah, it's right here.
Oh yeah, that's true.
The fallout of the what do you call it?
Yeah,
the fallout of PCO and Steph DeLander's wedding.
All right, so brief honorable mention. So yeah, Steph DeLander, she's been waiting in her hotel for the honeymoon. She's waiting for PCO to show up. She's trying on different bathing suits. She spent time in the pool. She was waiting in her bedroom. She was interrupted by Matt Cardona,
who barged in and tried to barge in on her honeymoon suite room and shit. Like, dude, what are you doing? It's like, no, fuck you. This is my honeymoon. What's wrong with you? And
then they cut to PCO being beaten up by an unknown group headed by Matt Cardona. Matt Cardona told PCO that Steph DeLander is his property? What?
No!
Oh, no.
Yo, no, that's some bullshit right there.
His property?
No. I swear to God, fucking Matt Cardona, that is fucking ratchet as fuck.
So, okay. Fair. That's my fault. This does deserve an honorable mention, okay?
Yeah, I was about to fucking say, Jose, like, Jesus Christ, that's wild on Matt Cardona's part. Jeez, that is fucking disgusting, man. It's one thing to say, like, oh no, that Steph DeLander is my friend or she belongs to me, we have a deal or something, but saying that she's his property? You fucking dick.
Yes, indeed.
How dare you? Zack Ryder would never do that!
Zack Ryder's dead, Juan.
No! Marlon Brando!
So, now this week's edition of AEW Dynamite, the opening match and the main event were the best matches of the night. A six-man tag match was fun, it was exciting, but it couldn't compare to the drama and the story between the opening match and the main event. MJF's continuing reign of terror as the American hero champion, whatever he wants to call himself, and Bryan Danielson's story of getting one last shot at the championship gold before wrapping up his in-ring career as a full-time wrestler while battling through the pain that he's inflicting on himself for going too hard.
Well, that's what fucking happens when you go too fucking hard.
Yeah, no.
Idiot.
Everything else on Dynamite, well, like I said, you take the good with the bad. I wasn't a big fan of Jericho. It's not overstating to say that Jericho has overstayed his welcome on TV, and I think that's what everyone's been saying for years. But Jericho,
saying that for forever.
He's been saying that for
listen to me.
Yeah, but the shit with Mariah May and Toni Storm, that was fun. I wish I could say this.
I'm gonna fucking kill you. Like what? Why?
That was awesome. I wish I could say the same for Mercedes Moné and Dr. Britt Baker.
Yeah, we'll keep that for another time.
Now, the night 2 of the Great American Bash was definitely as good as night 1. The main event tag match was definitely a lot of fun, especially with the post-match drama with the breakup of the Rascals. Let's see here. The Joe Hendry taking on Joe Coffey was definitely entertaining. I also enjoyed the let's see here. I'm trying to remember here. And all the other matches were pretty good. They were pretty solid. A pretty good opening match that they had as well in the programming. And like I said, they just did great gangbusters for Great American Bash this year. I was let down that it wasn't a pay-per-view, but you know what? under the circumstances, they did really good. They did solid.
Yeah, no, not bad. I have no issues with it at all. And like I said, when it comes to AEW, they really need to figure out what flavor of sandwich they want to be. You know what I mean?
Precisely. Now, next week's edition of Wrestle Rewind, we will return to our regular form, and I really don't have any announcements for the month of August.
Yeah, no, but just stay tuned over here, folks. You never know what'll happen on our show or on any of our programs of the Ravens Flock. Final chat checkup over here before we.
Oh damn! Screw Mercedes Moné, says Mr. Quick. Damn, dude, don't be savage.
Listen, Seattle. Thank you, Matthew Coburn. Natty is petty. Michael Cole needs to be miserable. No, he doesn't. He's earned the right to not be miserable anymore. He doesn't have Vince McMahon in his ear anymore, being perverted and saying stupid shit to him.
I know, right?
Yeah, no, take the good and take the bad. The wrestling of life. Yeah. I get what you mean there, Coburn. Let's see. Sums up Josh. Heel turn like this. I do not believe in Joe Hendry. Ow.
Yeah, pretty much. And of course, yeah, better than Darth Jar Jar. Anything's better than Darth Jar Jar.
Everything's better than Darth Jar Jar.
All right. Well, with that being said, Juan, plug us away.
I did just want to just mention one last thing.
Oh.
I'm really fucking excited for how well they're featuring Joe Hendry here, and since you mentioned NXT, I'm also curious about how they're going to handle the Tatum Paxley story going forward. So
God, that was so weird for me.
It's weird for you, but like you said, you we like creepy chicks here. At least I do. I like crazy chicks, so yeah, I did crazy. So yay.
All right, now plug us away.
Now I'll plug us away. Sorry, I had to get that out. Thank you, Jose. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everybody in between, thank you very much for watching this week's live stream edition of Wrestle Rewind, hosted by Jose Casabona! As he reviews for you the best and the worst of three of the most exciting professional wrestling programs in North America today: WWE's NXT, AEW Dynamite, and TNA Impact. Step to the ring every Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. Hit the subscribe to the follow button, ring the notification bell, and all of our content. Become an interflocker by hitting the join button. And until next time, continue to follow us on Facebook.com/TheRavensFlock, Twitter.com/RavensFlock13, Instagram.com/TheRavensFlockOnline, Kick.com/TheRavensFlock, and of course, remember to hit the subscribe button and ring that tiny little notification bell right here on our flagship platform, YouTube.com/TheRavensFlock, humble home of the Black Bottles, plus on the play, Wrestle Rewind, and The Ravens Flock.
All right, folks, thank you very much for tuning in to another exciting live edition of Wrestle Rewind. For Mr. Juan Arouse, I'm Jose Casabona. And for Angel Mendez, I'm Jose Casabona, and this is